Hello. What's up tonight, everyone? Welcome. Fine Thursday to you all. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. What is up, Bad Luck Booster Therapy, Goblin Masters, Zyron, Betty Ma, Dr. Fanny Pack, Stoff, Snapcaster, Parika, Elias, Babylona, Little Cheeky, Karanikrik, Gustav, Pyrrhic. How is everyone doing tonight? James Bolus, good to see you tonight. Hello. Gory Inverse, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. What's up with the shades? I just found them sitting over there on the table next to me right as I was about to go live, and I said I should put them on because they look sweet. They make things brighter rather than darker. They're the opposite of sunglasses, or maybe they're literal sunglasses. It's supposed to make it look like you're staring right into the sun even if you're not. So I guess I would make them more sunglassy than normal sunglasses, which shade your eyes, but Bolus did nothing wrong. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Sick like ill and dying, or sick like these glasses are super sweet. Oh yeah, so it's new standard time. We didn't get to do the official preview stream yesterday, but this is our unofficial preview stream. Check it out, new standard cards, new standard decks. Fingers crossed. Arena's been a little clunky. Payback and Miyoka Beskero. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. So fingers crossed that Arena functions and we get through a bunch of games. The question I have for you, chat. Hey, what's up, Monin the Conqueror? Would you rather? So tonight, if you look at the deck list, there's actually a doc there with 5 different decks that we could potentially do. Also, I should say, when the preview stream normally would be going yesterday, I recorded a bunch of batches, so there's going to be a sweet video going up tonight with some of that on the YouTube. But question is, would you rather play best of 1 so we can get through more decks in theory, or would you rather play best of 3 because it's better even if it means getting through less decks? The preview stream, normally, you know me, normally I'm not a big best of 1 person, but when it comes to trying to get through like 5 or 6 different decks in one night, there are some appeals to best of 1. That is the upside. Best of 4, you just get through more matches. So if you just want to see different decks do things, Karja, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Oh man, it seems pretty split. We need a straw poll. Can anyone actually put up a straw poll? I should know how to do an official straw poll. Anyway. All right, so let's do our quick reminders. And then we'll talk about our decks. And you can let me know which deck you want to see first. And then we will start playing some super sweet, hopefully super sweet, Corset 2021 Standard. Every deck built around new cards, some viewer decks, some of my decks, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So it's M21 time. So reminder-wise, first off, a reminder that all of our donations for this stream and for the rest of the month, 6 days to go, going to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. So we're already up to $6,300, which is absurd thanks to all of you. So keep the good times going for the NAACP. Ambassador, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Replay YouTube. That's where you can find all the old streams. If you miss any of the stream, you can find it all out there. Normal YouTube, we played some send triplets for against odds. That is a tough one. Send triplets in Modern is a bit of a tough sell, but we gave it our best shot, and we did eventually cast a spell with 10 triplets. In Modern, we did it, we won. So check that out. There's some preview stream action going up tonight, top 10 videos, all that stuff. So keep it out for that on the YouTube. A reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. Ooh, there's a straw poll from Goblin Meister. Vote if you prefer best of 1 or best of 3. I think I'm actually like kind of leaning towards best of 1. Oddly, even though I hate best of 1 in general, but it seems like it fits as well. But yeah, the straw poll I will spam it a few times. Spam. Hey, what's up, Zach? Yeah, so vote in the straw poll on best of 1, best of 3, just for the preview stream. I mean, we're not switching to best of 1. I'm not one of those. But for the preview stream, I think it can make sense for our official preview stream. Where were we? Oh, sponsor. That's right. Our sponsor tonight is the ever awesome Card Kingdom. And maybe you haven't gotten your Core Set 2021 orders yet. Maybe you're still getting your cards, trying to figure out what you need. Well, you can pre-order them now at cardkingdom.com, along with a bunch of other stuff. They got everything in stock. You could even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order note. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the stream. Otherwise, as I mentioned, all donations going to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund for a few more streams through the end of the month, so keep them coming for a good cause. Merch page, token t-shirts, playmats. The Discord has been new and improved, so check that out if you're interested. And on that note, I believe it is time to play some new standard. So I have 5 decks that are on the agenda for today. There's also like other stuff I've been working on. So 5 decks on the agenda. I think it looks like, straw poll wise, where are we at straw poll? It looks like best of one is going to edge it out. It looks like best of one, which is probably fine, because that means we get through more matches. Q is 56, 44, 53. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I think I got it in the replay. That's usually the first one I do. Did I record any YouTube content during the Twitch blackout? I did. I spent all of yesterday, so I'll give you a little sneak preview. I'll look over my glasses like a wise professor. I'll give you a little sneak preview of of what's coming up on the YouTube. So yesterday during the early access event, it was Twitch blackout, so we didn't stream, but I recorded a ton of YouTube stuff. So there's going to be a video going up tonight, which is kind of like the YouTube version of the preview stream, playing a bunch of different decks, jamming matches against other streamers and stuff. So definitely keep an eye out for that on the YouTube. I think it turned out pretty sweet, and some of the decks are pretty sweet too. Risk Factor hitting up the gift sub to Carrot Zone, Island Smile Go, Halfwingstein, also Emo Cheered, RJ Rakin, Cherry Mongolia, welcome to the Fishbowl, and Max Power, welcome you as well. 6 months, big soups here for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So chat, what deck are we starting with? Here are our options for tonight. Option number 1, Salteye Dredge. I think this deck's actually kind of interesting looking. This one was set in by a viewer. Basically, this is a deck that's looking to mill over things like Silver Smote Ghoul, along with the Creeping Chills, which gets back Silver Smote. We can also mill over Narcomoebas for free value. As far as milling, we got all this stuff. Gorging Vultures, Glow Spores, Skull Prophets, so tons of ways to fill the graveyard. Temurite Calls the Dead. Also, Earl, good thing to mill over and come back from the graveyard, and it's 3 life, so it can trigger Silver Smote to get it back for free value, and Demonic Embrace to send Uros and Silver Smotes and whatever to the air and get in tons of damage. So that is option number 1. Option number 2, another viewer submitted deck. This is a deck I like because I've been pretty hard on Terror of the Peaks and Elder Gargaroth, and the thing that I kept saying is, if only they had haste. If only they had haste, I think they'd be pretty good. I don't think we have any haste or any worm decks tonight. So I kept saying if only had haste. So someone sent me this deck. I was like, hey, give them haste. So this is Rhythm of the Wild Gargaroth / Terror of the Peak Stompy. Basically, ramping in the early game with Dorks, Rhythm to give things haste thanks to Riot, and then you just start smashing things like Terror of the Peaks, Elder Gargaroth, smash, 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 hopefully get those triggers right away, turn the kind of underpowered creatures into overpowered creatures. I still think Demonic Embrace is busted. Of course, Bluegan, you saw me tweet about this one. This is a deck I've been updating a little bit, trying to like tweak it and improve it. So I feel like this deck, it was way better than I thought. And of course, that was during the preview stream. So the meta is not exactly the same as like more competitive times. But the basic idea is ramp into Ugin. Not only Ugins, 2 Gins, trying to get them both on the battlefield. You do something like turn 3 Palladium Mirror, turn 4 Little Ugin, turn 5 Big Ugin. Also got Karns to grab stuff from the sideboard, Solemns, I just love Solemn, Golos, cute little trick with Chromatic Ori, which is sweet, free if you got Ugin and Ineffable. We have Mystic Forge in our sideboard to potentially snag with our Karns. We don't have one in the main deck though, but we could potentially put one in the main deck. So Goblins, I haven't built Goblins yet, but we could build Goblins and play Goblins. Green Black Citadel This is what you probably saw the deck tech. This is my version of the deck tech. Basically, Bolas' Citadel, extra land drops from stuff like Azusa, Dryad. Dryad makes everything into swamps for Dread Presence, and as you're playing 6 extra lands a turn and everything else off the top of your deck, with Bolas' Citadel, you drain your opponent with Dread Presence, double drain if you have Veto, plus you could just like combo off with Veto in Plane-Wide Celebration to gain 16, trade for 16. So that's a fun one as well. And the latest one, this one I haven't even gotten to play yet, but I think that Griffin Airy could actually be pretty good. So literally as we were about to stream, I was building this deck. This is Bant Airy, essentially. Bant game 3, let's say. Oh, there's so many of our cards. Yes, we do have Stefaris, because it's a good card. We have Elspeth Conquers Death is our removal spell. But Charming Prince gains 3 life. Uro gains 3 life. Elite Guard Mage gains 3 life. Tolsiber gains 3 life. Bond of Flourishing gains 3 life. Charming Prince can blink things that gain 3 life. So can Thassa blink things that gain 3 life. So then, when we gain 3 life, we keep making Griffins. Those Griffins theoretically kill our opponent. So that is, we could play Big Teferi in the deck too, or New Teferi. So those are decks. So what are you thinking? Shrines are not on the menu for tonight for one simple reason. And you can probably guess the reason. one of the downsides of doing content both on YouTube and on, it's not that they suck actually, although that could be true, but it's one of the downsides about making content on YouTube on stream. Shrines likely pick for first against the odds deck. I'll just tell you, I'm doing Shrines for the first against the odds, so I don't really want to do Shrines. Just like a little sneak peek of Shrines on stream when we're doing it for Against the Odds on Wednesday. So it seems like Bluegan. It seems like people want to see Bluegan first. All right, let's Bluegan it up. I think that casting Ugin quickly is one of the best things you can do in Standard. My goal is, especially since we're going to be doing Best of One, is I believe Best of One won the poll. Let me double check. I think it did. Yeah, so Best of One won. So my goal is to get through all these decks tonight, like a normal preview stream, even though technically Standard ranked. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay. Even though technically it's not the preview stream, my goal is that we can bounce around, get through all of these decks, and get to see a little taste. And then if you want more of a taste, the video is going up on the YouTube that I recorded yesterday. I just found the glasses before the stream started. Should I take them off? Are they good or bad? Why isn't Ugin in my top 10? Ugin was like number 1 on our Standard top 10 list. Very much at the top. Ooh. All right, well, we got the Palladium here. We're on the draw. Yeah, all right, sure. We'll keep it. Keep the glasses. They look like bad guy glasses? Are these like supervillain glasses? Ooh, I haven't seen many Yoriels so far. Well, play an island. We'll see. We'll see what our opponent has. It could be many counters. It's definitely going to be some cats. All right, Uro makes a cat. I look like the dude. Well, the dude is kind of my role model. If I think out of all the movie characters, that's actually an interesting question. Who do you associate more? Who do you associate with most as far as movie characters? The dude is probably high on my list. Also, people keep bringing up Fear Loathing in Las Vegas. I'm actually like a huge Hunter Thompson fan. I've probably read more Hunter Thompson. I've read like all of. Well, I don't want to say all. There's some weird like reportery books that are like stories that were published in Rolling Stones, and then ended up being books that I haven't read, but I've read most of Hunter Thompson's books. I'm a really big Hunter Thompson fan. So saying I look like the dude or Fear and Loathing character, I can accept that. I can accept that. Well, we got the Palladium here. The question is, can our opponent interact? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Aww. The answer appears to be yes. I have started to hate Elspeth Conquers Death. I will say Elspeth Conquers Death has made me very sad. It wrecks everything. Hey, what's up, Starman? How are you? It just hates on every fun thing. I missed a sub. Oh no, my apologies. When am I going 5-0 with send triplets in a league? That is Unfortunately, probably never gonna happen. I would take 1-4. When am I going 1-4 with set triples in a league? I still don't even know the answer to that. Weejay, for the second month, thanks for being a great example of positivity and happiness. Keep up the great work. Well, Weejay, thank you so much. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. And Bargerbos, welcome you as well. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. About it. Passing. All of our stuff's costing way more mana because... So all of our stuff's costing way more mana because of Elspeth Conqueror's death. So I think we play the Tome. Boy, this is really ruining our day. Elspeth Conqueror's death of death and destruction. All right, pass the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just too slow because Elspeth Conqueror's death gets back Uro, draws a card, makes another cat. If we get down Ugin, we win. Like, it rested all the way, and everything's good, but... Avian for the 13th month. Hello from my dog, Augie and I. Hello, doggy. Hope you're doing well, good boy. Thanks for all you do, something your constant good vibes. Well, thank you so much for the resub. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Garrett, welcome you as well. Big super cheer for you. Opponent, yeah, Irwing. So we're doing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a lot of damage. Opponent, untap land to Fairy. Well, I mean, I guess we might as well try to counter something. I'm a little worried about Bant. Bant just stuff seems very, very strong in our current standard format, and I'm not sure what we do about that. Another big Ugin. Oh, you had to play Ori. We got to play Karn, but then I think we just die. 4, 5, yeah, we're just dead. Ugh, Elspeth Conqueror's death. Ruins our day again. Yeah, all right. Well, on to the next one. Elspeth Conqueror's death. Hey, thank you, Magic. Don't tell me what. All right. So... we were actually super close to winning that game. The tax on Elspeth Conqueror's death ruined everything. Pick the wrong Ugin. I mean, little Ugin doesn't really do anything. We need big Ugin to wrath the board. That's what we needed. And I don't know about the cats being legit. I think... I mean, Yoriel, if it sits out and you get to go off with it, it's fine. It also dies to, like, Bone Crusher and Shock, so... I think that is the question. Does it actually... if it sits out, though, it's actually insane. Oh, come on. Well, now we're not Bluegan. We're no colored mana in. How would you rank the power level of cards printed from 2018 to present? Let's go green then blue then everything else. I mean, I think that's relatively true. Let's cycle. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Not like this, Magic Gods. Why? Why? Cultivates. Thoughts on the Noah Bradley situation? Should be respectful to people when you go out to events, especially if you are someone who is famous. I mean, everyone should, but I think you need to hold yourself to an even higher standard if you're someone who... Wow, that is brutal. Someone who is famous and has a, stature and power in the community. Paradise Druid. This isn't looking great. Not having any lands is not helpful. Huh. Maybe this deck is a little greedy with its colorless lands. Well, this keeps us from discarding the hand size. Jeez. Anything exciting happen? Just miss land drops for the most part. Nothing too exciting. Why not play green ramp spells? I mean, you could, but then you're just the normal tier 1 deck. Ooh, Grim Tutor. That's probably a bad side. we're gonna die here, I'm pretty sure. Well, we know what our opponent's doing. I guess it's cool to see jank combos go off, so we draw a card. We draw another colorless land, we play Palladium here. Yeah, this was just the Magic Gods being pretty unkind. Well, Flint, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to your view. Thank you. About it. Appeared to the Abyss, and we're dead. Sure. I mean, we just didn't even get to put up a fight there because we did not get to, we didn't get to play spells. Well, that is Magic. I bought the Choreo Mastery Pass for the Sweet Song of Creation sleeves. And now I can't play them without feeling kind of bad, kind of sad. The Song of Creation art's definitely sweet. I mean, the combo is cool. I think that's another deck that I think it's definitely fun. And it's cool that there's like a 2-card combo, but it is a little tough, I think, competitively because it's just ridiculously expensive. So I think that's kind of the tough part. You got to play Underworld Dreams that doesn't do anything, and then you have to survive till you get to 7 mana. Yeah, I think pure tribal is something we'll play, but I think it's definitely Upstate Pros, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to your view. Thank you. Definitely something I want to play because I think it'll be a fun against odds deck, but I don't know. I got to do some games with it yesterday, and my impression was it's actually way harder to win with than it looks. It does really well in those kind of games when your opponent's stuck on lands and can't do anything, but if your opponent's doing things, it becomes much more difficult. Robber of the Rich. Sure. Opponent gets it. Steals a land. Sure. Now no, dude. Radiant Fountain. Gain some life. And yeah, let's just... I mean, this is more what the deck is hoping to do. This is... Now we're ramping. We're up to 6 mana, which is Ugin 1. Then that gets us to Ugin 2, and then that ends the game and we win in mono red. It gets very sad. Okay, Bone Crusher, sure. And we're still technically at 20 right now. We get to draw a card. More Solemns. Opponent gets in, steals a card, hits us. Sublime Epiphany, eh? Okay. Lights up the stage to draw a couple cards. Opponent passes. Well, we will Solemn get a land. We actually don't get to do this turn because Weaponsmith only makes artifact mana, which is slowing us down. We'll get an island. So opponent's got Bone Crusher and Pump Spell? Well, play the Tome. We are still getting beaten down. Maybe, I wonder if Renowned Weaponsmith is worth it in this deck. I'm kind of leaning towards no. I'm kind of leaning towards that being the card that's too cute and not good. Hey, what's up, Tobat Tolab? How are you? Alright, Bone Crusher's Solemn. We get to draw a card. Infuriates in response for some reason. Alright, opponent gets in. Oh, steals a land that we needed. Alright, we need to hit it. We have to hit a land here. So we go to 9. Opponent plays another land. And a Steebkin. Well, Scry. Karn is not a land. Untap. Scry. Ugin is not a land. Oh, Island technically is a lad. Well, play the lad, play Ugin. Make a blocker.
Secrets manifest before you.
Ugh. All right, pass the turn. We're all in on the Ugin. Pass the turn. Can we stay alive in Ugin for the win? Can we stay alive in Ugin for the win? Opponent plays a land. What a noted hand. What is it? Please not Frenzy. Abash. Okay, that's mostly fine. Especially since our opponent's deck is very even. Opponent steals a land, so we block here. We block here. Block and block. Drop to 5. Get the land in hand, but here comes Ugin. All right, so Ugin. Let's think about this. Ugin, we're at 5. Well, big Ugin. Tap this for mana. We probably should have played Ori first because Ori's free. Yeah, that was kind of a bit of a mistake there. Let's tick down for 5. Exile it all. Palladiumir. Dork. I'm almost not sure if Ori's actually worth it in this deck. I've been cutting copies because we don't have enough colors. We don't have enough colors to draw many cards with it. Bone Crusher. I mean, we should be good now. We have our first donation of the night. Bone Crusher. Certainly, that is acceptable. From Risk Factor, $5 donation. Are there any improvements you can suggest for this deck? It's not my own, but I was wondering any changes you'd make. Let me take a look, Risk Factor. Thank you so much for your donation to NAACP Legal Defense Fund. And we have another sub from Fortenza. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Does Richard stream? Richard does not stream. I think the only time Richard has streamed is that I know of is like when we do a Commander Clash stream or something.
Consider this.
Kill a giant. I don't even know if we need to kill that one. Play Ori for free. Play Labyrinth. Tick up.
Ether itself serves me.
Big Ugin number 2. Here they come. Ugin. Shoot down Bone Crusher. And I mean, we could even play another Ugin. This is what, yes, opponent, done. That's what Bluegin can do. That is what Bluegin wants to be doing. Exactly that. So that was more the Bluegin plan. Kill them all. Yeah, I don't know. Uh-oh. Yeah, Rena's had some issues tonight, so we might have to do a lot of restarts. I was going to... Oh, no restart necessary. Hey, what's up, Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy? How are you? Yeah, it's been a rough arena day since the update. I'm not sure what the deal is, but it's definitely been really clunky. Clunky, crashy, laggy, any of those things. We made it though. We haven't had to restart yet, which is good. Golgari Advocate. Ooh, Yoriel. Savi Hunter. So, what changes would I make? I guess we'll keep this. We got the tome. Oh boy, aggro. Alright. Are we fast enough is the question. Radiant Fountain, gain a bit of life. Oh, it takes a lot of mana to Ugin. Can we get there in time? Opponent, Forest, add. What changes would I make? That's tough. Well, play the tome. I think we're getting stomped. If there is a downside to our deck, especially in best of one, it's that our main removal comes from Ugins at 6 mana plus. Well, scry. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's put you to the bottom. Yeah, we might just cut Weaponsmith. Is there another ramp spell we could play? Yeah, I'm actually not sure what I would change on the Golgari Advocate deck. It's definitely a sweet idea. I like Clackbridge. Clackbridge into Massacre Worm is definitely spicy. Maybe more interaction. Mindstone is not. Although if you're going to do something like this in Historic, then it would be. I think we actually just counter that. Opponent hits us to 11. Land, gain some life. Solemn, get a land. I mean, this does get us to Sublime Epiphany. And Sublime Epiphany is pretty insane if you're not playing against a deck that can counter it. Vial of Dragonfire. No, I don't think we want to add... I don't think we want to add more bad cards to make Renowned Weaponsmith better. If Weaponsmith just tapped for mana, it would be insane. But the fact that it only taps for artifact mana makes it a lot tougher. You know, I think we take this. We drop to 9. We're super close. Pallet Collector, sure. Barkai Troll, sure. Gross Pallet Collector. Oh, this is going to be close. This is going to be super close. No attacks past the turn. Opponent. Land. Oh, this turn's going to be sweet. Oh, watch this, chat. Watch this. Watch this. Then this gets us to Ugin. We will counter a spell. Bounce one of our opponent's things. Copy our Solemn. Draw a card. Bounce you to your hand. Oh, this is so insane. Copy Solemn, draw a card, counter Questing Beast, straight up 4 for 1, actually a 5 for 1, and we get the land out of the deal, and this gets us to Ugin, and this wins us the game, taking down Mono Green Stompy. I think they were on the play too. Opponent gets in, sure. We will block and block. And then Ugin just, I mean, it is the end for our opponent. Oh! Maybe, so Sublime Epiphany, I'm coming around maybe this being a sideboard card. The main problem is it's really bad against Mystical Dispute, but if you can play it in non-Mystical Dispute matchups, it's great. We will exile your board, and I guess we attack, hit you. Oh, that was so good. Hey, good timing, Ophium. Yeah, that is Sublime Epiphany at its best. Bone it. Pallet Collector. Ooh, another Questing Beast. Huh, that could actually be an issue. So we go to 5, hits Ugin. Oh, never mind. Less of an issue. Lightning Bolt, Pallet Collector. Chromatic Ori. Ugin. Tugin. Questing Beast out of here. Go to combat. Get it, hit ya. I wonder, do you think the Ori is worth it without having many colored spells to draw with? I mean, this is kind of Ugin Tribal. Mono Blue Ugin Tribal. Opponent with the saddest Gem Razor. Uh-huh. Oh, this is where Ori's sweet. Because now we can actually activate Golos. It's happening. Because we can activate it as if it's mana of any color. Play you. Play you. Take up you. Play you. Lightning Bolt you. And yeah, pass the turn. That was a good turn. That is the beauty of Blue Gid. Yeah, this deck is definitely sweet. I really like this deck. This was a deck that I thought it was janky when someone sent it in, and it is a little janky. But then when I started playing it, I was like, wow, this actually sort of kind of really works. Yeah, we're just gonna block with a bunch of stuff. I don't know what pump spells they could have. What are we playing around? Like, what are we ram through? No, we're staying alive. Hopefully. Watch them have another ram through. Okay. Sure. That's fine. Blows up Golos. Okay. And Ori? Well, I mean, I still think we're winning. We still got the Ugins. I mean, I think Mono Green Echo's pretty good. All the deck lists, if you use the deck command, they are all listed on that doc. So help yourself. Opponent's at 13, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Well, I think we gotta... This is unfortunate, but... Exile our opponent's stuff. Make a dork. More Ugins. Keep the new one. Nugin. Bolya. Labyrinth. Go to combat. Attack. Hit ya. And Labyrinth actually protects us from questing beasts off the top. Opponent. Land. Dead. I mean, I think we're good now. We got 2 Ugins. How can we not be good? We can Labyrinth, yeah. It only removes from combat, though. It doesn't actually exile. Alright, big old stone coin. Well, that's actually... Well, good thing we got Labyrinth, I guess. We untap. We... Huh. Solemn. Get a land. Tick up.
The fabric of the multiverse obeys me.
Bullshit. We can't win this turn, right? We can put our opponent to 1? Alright. Yeah, let's just pass. I mean, either our opponent draws Ram through or we win with Ugin Ultimate. We're 1 point of damage short. We attack for 4, but our opponent can block the Mobilized District and go to 1, and then we don't have blockers. Okay. This actually doesn't... This doesn't do anything because of our Labyrinth. Labyrinth is going to save our day. Sure, that's fine. Labyrinth, opponent. Yeah, boom. Maze of Ithu in Standard. And we were definitely doing it. I know it's excessive, but... Oh! Ugin Ultimate! How do we miss a damage? I'm so confused. Hey, Seth, I was wondering if I could email you a modern deck that's both memey as well as a piece of avant-garde art performance. Yes, I would love to. Definitely send it to me. I do like Big Lebowski a lot. What was the point? How do we leave a damage on the table? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what do we do wrong? Well, that is the power of Bluegan. I don't know if we're gonna top that as far as how sweet Bluegan can be. Yeah, we kind of got run over in the first couple games. You had a blue. Oh, I see. Like 2 creatures before. Oh yeah, yeah, that horrible renowned weaponsmith. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Arita. Arita. So when I knew that we were gonna have to restart a bunch tonight, most likely because of Arita's struggles, I was gonna. I probably should say this because I'll probably do it again in the future when we're having a buggy stream. I was going to. I was going to make a bunch of fake folders on my desktop because everyone makes fun of my desktop, but I was gonna try to just make the folders with like ridiculous sounding names. So when I had to restart Arena, everyone would freak out and be like, "Oh, what's that?" I would love to add Mindstone, but it's only legal in historic. So I think you could. I mean, we could look at that. That would actually kind of be interesting. I should move this card kingdom. All right, come on, Arena. Let us back in. Let me move this off of the chat, maybe. Yeah, in historic, I think you could do the same thing. Like if you took this same deck. Let's look at it real quick, and then we'll do one more match, and then we'll go to a different one. But if you did this in historic, I think this deck might actually be even sweeter because if you switch to historic, you have Mindstone, which is great over Renowned Weaponsmith. You also have Power Stone Shard, which seems pretty excellent. And you could almost go, you probably could go mono colorless, actually, which would be kind of funny. Go down Neutralize, go down Sublime Epiphany, go Karn, Scion of Urza. You could play a completely colorless deck. And it seems like it could actually be kind of good. Like, this might actually... Well, Nyx Lotus we need colored spells for. Nostragas, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I think Treasure Map is just better than Mastermind's Tome, if you have access to it. I wonder if completely colorless could work. I mean, would that be... Is that just being janky for no reason? You definitely could. Like, you get Arch Veraska, you can play a bunch of Blast Zones. There's got to be other good colorless lands. Field of the Dead, Field of Ruin. Karn's Passion's kind of sweet. Voids. Maybe another Labyrinth. Yeah, Void definitely seems good. Maybe more Arch of Araskas. This is like historic Tron. We're literally historic Tron. Monocolorless. That means we got to get rid of the disputes in the sideboard. What can we play in the sideboard that is colorless and historic? Are we missing any great... Ooh, Mystic Forge. Yeah, another Mystic Forge. Ugh. I kind of just want more... Karn Scion of Urza. I'm almost not sure if we want Great Creators so much. 3 and 3 is probably fine. Oh, we gotta play basics, you're right. We have to play basics to play... There's no wastes. Why have they not added wastes to, Why have they not added waste to historic yet? Yeah, Scion of Urza is a really sweet card. So I guess we got to stick with blue, which I guess is fine. That means we can play like Mystical Dispute in the sideboard. But I guess we got to play a few lands so we can get them with Solemn, or it does kind of defeat the entire purpose of our deck. What do we cut? Arch Veraska, Blast Zone, And maybe Ghost Quarter, something like that. That seems like you could actually... Ooh, Stone Coil on the sideboard seems good. There's no Walking Ballista, right? Nothing... No Hanger back either. Yeah. We knew Lamog. I mean, Historic Bluegood. This seems like it could be kind of fun. Do we have enough... Old Wolf, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for our new subscriber. Yeah, I guess Field of the Dead's fine. We got enough lands with different names that it's probably... It's probably doable in small numbers. Like, 2 creature lands. I guess we could also, kind of hilariously... I guess what we should do, and this also keeps opponents guessing, since we don't actually need colored mana, we can just play one of each basic. And that technically works with Golos, too, if we don't have Swamp Island, Mountain. Because we don't care about colored mana anyway, so we might as well just play one of each. Just to up our land count. And then maybe we actually play more Field of the Deads. That seems actually really good if we're going this direction. And just play one, like, trim. Yeah, maybe we go all in on Field of the Deads. That actually seems like it could be good. Oh, Ratchet Bomb. That is a very good one. Good recommendation. I don't think we can actually Ulamog because we can't tutor it with Karn. That seems reasonable. Yeah, we already have 2 Spyglasses. The Metal Myco, welcome. I don't think we can Immortal Sun because we are the Planeswalker deck. The Metal Myco, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I mean, Historic Bluegood looks sweet. Do we actually want to play this, or should we just keep playing? Should we just keep playing Standard? Do you want to play a different Standard deck? What is your opinion, chat? Furry Garrick, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you. Give it a shot. Thank you so much. Ooh, Platinum Angel, I forgot. That is so perfect. Yeah, Platinum Angel sideboard to snag with our cards. I like it. I like it. I mean, we're still gonna keep playing the other Standard decks. We will. I promise. But we can give Historic Bluegood a shot. Colorless Bluegood. We have 1 Cards Bastion. We could play Jagatha. That's true. Oh, come on, Arena. You can do it. I have faith in you. Yeah, we'll add the Platinum Angel, and then I think we're good to go. Platinum Angel. All right. Boom. Historic Bluegood. Let's show Historic what's up. I mean, maybe this will fall apart horribly, but I think Historic. So, have y'all been playing Historic lately? I haven't got to play much. We should have 1 Meteor Golem, unless I cut it without realizing it. Have you played much Historic lately? I've heard that. Okay. Please don't be aggro. I've heard that it's all Nexus of Fate. Can I upload the Historic version? Remind me when we're not in a match before we go to the next game, and I will try to export it and give you the link. Honk honk. Well, Field of the Dead go. I mean, this hand could be pretty sweet if we get it going. I haven't got to play Historic Shrines yet. I've been... I mentioned earlier, Shrines first against the odds deck. So I have been messing around with Shrines, but I haven't tried playing Historic Shrines yet. Ooh, what? Let me see your list, Ask. What's with the glasses? I just put them on as a joke, but then everyone said I should keep them on, so they are currently still on. Because people didn't want me to take them off. Palladium here. Oh, Nexus banned in Best of One. Oh, that makes it... I never played Best of One, so... I guess that's an upside for Best of Oneing. So we have, what, 6 mana? Okay, sure. Sure, Cavalier Thorns. I mean, Cavalier Thorns good. Aren't they good for your eyes? Are they good for my eyes? Oh, Power Stone Shard, Swamp, Solemn. Get an island. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It might be Ugin time. Woo! I think we got him. Ugin is so busted. It is so busted. Well, we built this deck on stream, so we had to try it. We'll take it, sure. And I think, what do you think about Ugin? I wouldn't be surprised if this is the card that everyone ends up hating at some point. We'll play this. Sorry, opponent. Daddy's home. We will -5. Peace out, green stuff. It's so good. I mean, this is historic Trod, really. It's as close as you could get. We're mono colorless. Yeah, I mean, that's a real concern, is just how much ramps in the format. Opponent. Fighting the good fight, not giving up. Another Cavalier. Yeah. Sure. Well, I guess Ulamog would be good if they actually got to it. Opponent. Pass it. Bolt you. Karn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take down Karn. Get. What do we get? What are we going for? Yeah, we have Baby Ugin. We're essentially Ugin. Maybe we just go Forge. Forge is sweet. Get Forge. Play Forge. Exile. There's Baby Ugin. Zombie. Mind Stone. So far, so good. I think we broke it, chat. I think we broke it. Hey, what's up, Doug? How are you? Nylea, the Keen-Eyed. Yeah. Activates. Paradise Druid, sure. Plays it. Turns on Nylea. I mean, we're just going to Ugin again, though. Opponent gets in. We will block with the zombie. Ooh, oh, that's good. That's very good. 1, 2, 3. Power Stone Shard off the top. Take down card. Get Chromatic Orrery. Play Chromatic Orrery. Yeah, I guess we should have done this in the opposite order again. Ugin, take it up. Mind Stone for free. Palladium Mirror. Bolt your face. Yeah, the sequencing there was a little off, but pass the turn. Another Ugin for next turn to crush our opponent's hopes and dreams. Oh, is Mystic Forge bugged on Moto? I didn't actually realize that. What do you got, opponent? Yeah, it's like Historic Tron, built freshly on stream. Well, ported over from Standard a little bit, but this list I still have to upload because this is the first game we played with it. We just built the historic version. Paradise Druid. Yeah, halfway exceed. We are in historic with some Lugan action. Although, actually, we're colorless now. Completely colorless. Opponent, gonna go attacking. Attacking. Block you. Block you. Draw the Ugin. And we are set up to do things. Oh, we are so set up. Yes, we will draw a card. We have so much mana. This turn's going to be sweet. Opponent mills a land. Here we go. Here we go. Untap. So we will play Karn. Keep the new one. We will play Golos. Shuffle. Get Karn's Bastion, I guess. Take down card. Tutor from her sideboard. Get Soul Guide Lantern. Play it for free. Exile Ulamog. We will -5 Ugin. Play another Ugin. Lightning Bolt with Ugin. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Make a dork. Get the card out of the way. Spin it to win it. Spin it to win it. Power Stone Shard for free. Treasure Map for free. Scry with Treasure Map. Get the Field of the Dead out of the way. Keep it going. Solemn. 2 mana. Shuffle. Get a land. Last basic. Go to combat. Oh, we can't even attack. All right, play the land. Get a zombie. Yeah, all right. That was a good turn. That was a good turn. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I don't want to lethal. Why are we going lethal? We're going off. Oh, I mean, that's way sweet than just attacking for lethal. Who's gonna give up the chance to do that? It's historic Tron. I don't know. This is the first game we've played with it, and we're in probably what's a good matchup, but this game has been pretty absurd. This deck is good versus Ugin. That is true. That's the way you get around it. Oh, we could have turned on Ori and attacked. Yeah. Nissa, that's cute. Opponent, gonna turn on land, sure. Cavalier, sure. Okay, we'll win this turn. We'll win this turn. No, we just put this deck together randomly. And we decided to play a match with it because we just built it on stream. Well, we will be respectful. We will -5.
I can help you no longer.
We will turn on Ori and beat you for a bet. Beat you for a smidge. Well, that went well. That went spectacularly well. Think the deck list. This deck list is not on the sheet because we just built the deck. We just built it and jumped right into a game. I will export it right now. Well, that went pretty well. That was super fun. So I have greetings from the U.S. Cat Asunder. Have not built historic shrines again yet. We played it, sadly. We played historic shrines a little bit ago before they announced the new one. So we'll have to revisit it. We do have a Ratchet Bomb in the sideboard for Karn tutoring. Uh-oh. Are we going back to the desktop? Oh, Arena's so clunky. Well, that felt good. That was a blast. Maybe that deck's actually like at least a little legit. Oh, wait. I heard a sound. Oh, Arena. Okay. Pulled through just barely. All right, so I'll export that deck real quick. Historic is pretty sweet. I have very much been enjoying Historic. I said this before, but I would not be the least bit surprised if Historic was maybe the format that we played most this summer, with Jumpstart coming out and everything. We got a new donation from for Rome. Dirty Trot Players Club, $5. Welcome to the dark side, friend. I mean, it was pretty trotty, and I do feel a little bad, but all right, it is added to the sheet, the historic Trod deck. So, whew, I agree. It actually does. So, should we play another standard deck? What's next on our standard list? We've only gone through one. So, we played Bluegan in standard. It's pretty sweet. We played Bluegan in historic, and that was absolutely spectacular. And we will definitely be playing it more because we might broke it. We might broke it. So, on our to-do list, you want to try the Gruul deck? Yeah, we can try the Gruul deck. Green Black Citadel, Gruul. All right, let's try Rhythm. So this deck, this is our aggro deck. Actually, I guess it's more mid-range. But the idea of this deck is to turn some creatures from Core Set 2021. That during spoiler season, I said, wow, these creatures look so powerful. If only they had haste. I don't think they're playable because they're just going to get Elspeth Conquer Death, Teferied, Brazen Bard, etc., etc., etc. Terror of the Peaks, Elder, Gargaroth. Well, we're just going to give them haste with Rhythm of the Wild. So we wrap into that. We play Rhythm, and then we have Hasty Gargaroth. 6/6, Vigilance, Trample, Reach, attacks, starts making value, drawing cards, making beasts, Terror the Peaks to shoot our opponent down. So let's get Stoppy. Let's get Stoppy and see what happens. Karos, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is ooh, Domri could be sweet. I like that idea. Yeah, this was a viewer deck. Thought you were gonna upload a standard video yesterday. The standard video is going up, well, about when we get on streaming. Actually, it's going up this evening. Against the Odds was already scheduled, so I didn't want to take it away. No Ilharg. So this is a viewer deck. I didn't actually build this one myself. This is completely unadapted viewer deck, but I do like the Domri idea. And I don't know about Heroic Intervention in the main deck. That seems like not a card that you want to play in the main deck. I could see 3-mana Domri. And I could see not having Heroic Intervention in the main deck. Well, we'll see. Maybe Heroic Intervention is going to save our skin. Save our bacon. Can we get the historic deck one more time? We can, if you'd like to. Yeah, I mean, I'm down. I had a lot of fun playing that deck. It's hard to tell too much as far as, like, how good a deck is with a small sample size, but it was definitely sweet. Huh, Gemrazor. Well, I guess we're just doing this. Terror. No haste, but we do have a terror. And that means if we get to untap and start casting things, we get to start killing everything. Pote it. Come on, no removal. No removal, no removal. We gotta kill this priest. Claim the first board. Cauldron Familiar. Gutter Boats. Good God. What a ridiculous blowout. Okay. That wasn't a great turn. About it. Sure. Well, thank goodness. At least we get to kill this priest, so we have hope. Swing for 0. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for our new subscriber. I think that definitely counts as our opponent's deck going off. That was pretty impressive. Claim the first board could be scary like that. Well, we will just cast Gemrazor. Kill priest. Pray that we draw creatures. Opponent down to 16. Come on, creatures. Creatures, creatures, creatures. Opponent. Call the Death Dweller. Gets back the priest and the cat. We need a creature. We need a creature. Opponent. Oh, yeah, that's not a creature. And now we're seeing the failings of Heroic Intervention. Yeah, Heroic Intervention 100% needs to go to the sideboard at a minimum. And maybe go away altogether. Just went 7-1 in draft because I got a pack 3 Uga. Whew. Yeah, that is a good way to go 7-1. Congratulations. Hey, what's up, Babs? How are you? Yeah, so Heroic Intervention, as we're exploring new Standard. Last time it was in Standard, it saw very Fridge play as a sideboard card, mostly as Wrath Protection. So I think it can have a role. Like the mono green Stompy deck, I could see it considering some number in the sideboard as a way to deal with Wraths. On the other hand, it's not just a good value card. Like it doesn't do anything too much of the time, and it doesn't do much another percentage of the time. And this is a good example of how it can kind of go wrong here. Opponent's going off with the Priest. Oh man, I think I might do an entire video just on Azusa and the overratedness of Azusa, because I feel like that's a card that people are gonna play really badly. Watch Merchant Shrine Tron against you. Oh boy. Remind me what cards I played. Well, Terror. Kill the Priest. Get in. I mean, Terror has been sweet. That much is true. Terror has been sweet. I don't know if it's gonna win us the game here through this Luris, but oh, that was that was a viewer submitted deck that was trying to use double vision with like ramp spells and Electro Dominance, and I played that one game with it and did not play it again. It didn't have any hardly any card draw, so it felt like it was just a really inconsistent ramp deck, I would say, was my impression of it. Opponent makes a bunch of dorks. Are we winning this? Okay. We go to 3. But we have 10 power worth of flyers. Oh my goodness, we are winning it. That wasn't even good. We just accidentally got it. What deck? Ask. Did you send me a deck? Yeah, that was very strange. I also would have forgot that Robber had reach because I still don't remember that it has reach, but yeah, I think our opponent should have beat us there. Yeah, we will do more shrining for sure. Yeah, we will cut intervention and maybe have the Domries. Historic shrines. So one thing, I think that looks very shriny. You got all the shrines in there for sure. That looks sweet. Might need Well, I'll have to give it a try. Might need a bit more interaction, but I like the idea of it. McKiri for the 29th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, we'll just restart. You never know. Hey, what's up, Drakeworth? Yeah, has everyone else been having arena trouble? I think everyone has. It's just been very rough. Yeah, definitely excited for it. I think we're doing Standard first, but we definitely will do Historic too. Mirror Gallery would be fun in Historic. I would also like that. Or the other one that's really sweet is Paradox Haze. Paradox Haze is also great with Hondens. When we did Modern Hondens, it was a Paradox Haze build, and it was horrible because it was Modern and Hondens. The other thing I've noticed, if you're building Hondens, I don't think you need to play as many of them. I think Borderlines words, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Because of Sanctum of All, ooh, here we're going to keep this. Keeping hope. Because of Sanctum of All, I don't think you need to play 4 of anything. I don't even think you need to necessarily play... we're doing our preview stream, so we're jumping around. We were playing Blugid. Now we're trying this Rhythm, Terror of the Peaks, Gargaroth deck. Tried to just get through... We had 5 decks, and then we built another one. So tried to get through a few games with as many as possible tonight, and then next week we'll go back to doing like 1 deck a stream or 1 to 2 decks a stream like we usually do. But right now we're playing Rhythm Mid-Range, I think it was called. But yeah, I think you want at most 4, at most 3 copies of the best shrines, like the new green one, maybe the new blue one, and I think a lot of them you can play as 2-ofs and even 1-ofs. Just because Sanctum, not only does it find them, but it can get them back from the graveyard if they die. So there's not as much risk, really, going that direction. All right, opponent Triome. Ugh. Do we Rhythm? Let's just start getting in damage. Questing Beast, smash ya. Hard to pass up the smash. Yeah, Sanctum All is really good. Hey, what's up, Weird Jojo? The only issue is, I think with shrines, is they're also answered by like Elspeth Conquers Death into fairies. So while I feel like the new shrines are powerful, I'm also somewhat concerned with just like how they line up against the meta for the most part. Like, I think if the cards that accidentally hate on them were not in the meta, maybe shrines could actually be like a legitimate second tier deck, or oh boy, a legitimate like second tier deck or something. Wilderness Wreck. Oh, this deck. Wizards definitely should just ban Wilderness Wreck. McCary coming in with a big donation, getting us up almost to $6,500 this month for NAACP Legal Defense Fund. $100. Ooh, all right, well, we get to kill their Wilderness Wreck, which is sweet. Not sure if you already touched this, but prediction on meta shifts also may be early, but a wish list for Zendikar. Well, McCary, thank you so much for the huge $100 donation to NAACP Legal Defense Fund. So, let's just do this on this. Over. Kill that. Getting with Questing Beast. Gilded Goose. Well, we dealt with the first one. So, meta shift predictions. I think it really comes down to bannings. I really do. I don't think anything from M21 is going to unseat Bant, Good Stuff / Ramp and Team Wreck at the top of the meta. I would love if it did, but that would be my prediction, is that for the immediate future, the impact that Core Set 2021 will have is like new Teferi showing up in the ramp decks and so forth. I think those decks are just really strong, and they're built around busted cards, and it's hard for me to imagine those busted cards suddenly become bad. So, unfortunately, I'm a little skeptical on that. As far as Zendikar, fetch lands? I know it's not happening, but I would love to see fetch lands. I would love to see allies return, but more like their original form, where you actually knew what an ally was, and they didn't have the silly rally ability. They just were allies and did the cool ally thing. So I think more allies could be cool. As long as the land cycle is sweet and powerful and unique, and we have the land theme, I'll be mostly happy. What I don't want to see is Eldrazi again. I don't want... I don't know. Battle for Zendikar, for me, was pretty floppy, personally, that's my feeling, at least. Now, let's just get questing again. I guess we're not even playing Rhythm. We're like mono green Stompy with red mana. Questing Beast. Go attacking. Hey, what's up, Sully? How are you? What do you want to see out of? What do you want to see out of Zendikar? Uro. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a little mistakey. Why doesn't Wizards reprint fetch lands? So the official party line from Wizards is they don't like shuffling in Standard. And I think that's partly true. Like, I don't think that's untrue, that is part of the reason. I also think that fetch lands are really valuable to them, and they don't want to just reprint them in a Standard set and have them be $15 forever. And they would rather use them to sell a bunch of Master sets and so forth over the next 10 years and have their price, you know, go from 80 down to 50 or 40 and then back up to 80 and then kind of do that rather than just like, hey, we reprinted them and now they're cheap forever and we can never make any money off of them again. We have another new donation from Mikiri. Opponent gaining life. Well, Temple of Abandon. Luca to the bottom. Oh, we didn't make any changes to this deck, did we? Oh, play Paradise Druid. Yeah, we're super dead here. Well, that's gonna happen. This deck is pretty busted. Prismatic Vista. Prismatic Vista would be sweet. I don't know why we got Fabled Passage again. I mean, I guess it's fine to make sure the price stays in check, but I was kind of hoping they'd print Prismatic Vista. Maybe once... I don't think Prismatic Vista is too good for Standard, but I do think that they maybe didn't want both of them at the same time. Seth, tell me you have a deck featuring discontinuity in mind. I really am for your spoiler card. So, I don't have a discontinuity deck. I will say, I played against a discontinuity deck yesterday. And it was literally Nexus from last year, just like straight Simic Nexus. Frontosi! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. It was literally just Simic Nexus with discontinuity replacing Nexus and all the fogs and all that play pattern. And it was as annoying as I remembered. I mean, I don't think it'll be as good because... So let's change this real quick. Heroic Intervention. Go... Do we even want these Lucas? What does Luca really do? Turns a dork into like a gem raiser. I think Scavenging Ooze is like super good and people should be playing it more. All right, let's try something like that. Ikoria Vivian. The only question is how many 5-drops do we want? The card advantage is nice. We could also try Bonder's Enclave. Let's try that. Let's try Bonder's Enclave. Yeah, Luca, we don't have great targets to get with Luca in this deck. And we have some whiffs if we sack the Mana Dorks. We can hit like a second Questing Beast or so forth. Ooh, Rada would be sweet. Yeah, I think Rada's worth considering. We've played a lot of land destruction in Historic. But we haven't played Land Destruction in Standard. I don't know if it's really possible with the current card pool. Tried Enclave, it sucked, too. That's disappointing. Well, we don't need more Temple of Abandons. Well, go Questing Beast. Why not 4 mana Domri? I'd actually have to read 4 mana Domri. The 3 mana one, I like it that it ramps us into our 5-drops, and it makes our stuff uncounterable. It's actually very much like Rhythm of the Wild. Vivian Rada allows you to play basically everything off the top. Yeah, I mean, you still get pinched on mana. Narset.
My brow
Questing Beast is a pretty good answer to that. Opponent gets a Teferi. Well, Questing Beast. Smash ya, kill Narset. It does feel good to be the one smashing Planeswalkers. I will say that. Any plan I make you a Ridded Siri deck. I actually built a Ridded Siri deck. Vote for it for Against Odds if you want to see Ridded Siri, I would say. I would like to try it. I think it would be super fun to try. But I think it's probably in the Against the Odds range as far as, ooh, yes. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we might be able to do it next turn. As far as its ability to win, I'm guessing it's going to be more Against the Odds range. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rhythm of the Wilds, Gargaroth, living the dream. That's what he came here for, to make Gargaroth good. And it might be happening. Erebos is, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, it's Gargaroth time. It's Gargaroth time. Shock ourselves. Play this. Surprise, surprise. We will go haste. Attack. Make a beast. Hasty Gargaroth, sweet. Ooh, Veto Trawler is pretty sweet. What do you got, opponent? The very Time Raveler, sure.
Right on schedule.
Birth, yeah. And I think we stopped him. I know! I'm really tempted to pick draw, but bounces a beast. I feel like we're so close to closing out the game. Done! Done! Gargaroth! Is it mirror Magic prices incredibly high right now? Are there any cards in specific you were thinking of? Well, his deck's actually kind of working. We are kind of stomping people. Or just like prices in general. So as far as the market in general, I think that part of it is all the pandemic stuff. I think it's been harder for cards to just like move through the market. So I think that is, we'll do one more with this and then we'll switch on to another deck. So I think it's, that is actually the problem. So Bluegan, we might play more Bluegan. We went 2-2 and then we built it for Historic. And actually won that one too. Hey, what's up, Downright Fears? How are you? We might come back around to it. We'll see. It's a deck that I really like. So even if we don't do much more of it tonight, we will definitely do more Blueganing in the future and give it a fair shot for a full stream or video or something, because it's a sweet idea. Yeah, Veto is part of the Citadel deck, which is definitely janky, but oh man, it's super sweet when it comes out. Have I tried Mono Green Ramp with Bluegan? I haven't. I'm sure that green/Simic/Bant is really good with Ugin. It's just a little... Ooh, cycling. Cycling on the play with the Fox. This is not great. Oh, boy. All right. Well, we'll see. We will take a mountain, I guess. We do have Ooze to maybe keep the graveyard in check. Well, Paradise Druid. Could use some more lands. Opponent's going to start going off. Simic Ramp is gross. Might actually be the best deck moving forward. Yeah. I mean, I think those decks are good. I know that they're good. So it's not super exciting for me to play them because I think they're just going to be top tier decks. So we will play with and against them, I'm sure, a lot over the next weeks and months because I just expect it to be like actually a legit staple kind of deck. Ugh, yeah. Not enough mana to get to our big stuff. Well, I mean, this is kind of the best of one thing. Sometimes you play against aggro, they win the die roll, they got the Fox. and you just lose. I've been messing around. I want to build like a Teamer or Simic Grow deck. I actually built one. I haven't got to play it yet. I don't know if it'll be more like a budget deck or like an actual competitive deck. Yeah, I think they got us on this one. That wasn't a very fair shake. Maybe we give this deck one more run with Stompy. One more. We're 2-2 right now. Hey, what's up, Cordis? How are you? Will you build a Sethron deck? I will have to wait for it to come out historic, but I'm sure we'll have to because of the name. I'm not sure how many Minotaurs are in in historic. I wish those cards were legal in like Modern and Pioneer. That would make me much more excited about them in paper. Why is this deck not Dracuseth and... Why is this deck not Dracuseth and Luca? It could. This is a viewer deck. We made a slight change to it to get rid of Heroic Intervention after realizing it was pretty bad, but... Can I hide the NAACP Legal Defense Fund? I can move the... I keep wanting to move the Card Kingdom thing, but I don't know why it... Oh, there we go. I want to move this over here. Is the Legal Defense Fund thing in the way? I mean, I could, but I kind of want people to know what we're donating for. We still have another couple streams to go. So it'll change back to the old style once we finish our... Oh, opponent's milling. It'll change back to the old style once we finish our donation drive. Yeah, this is a very tap land heavy hand. That forest was pretty clutch. So now we can Rhythm, tap land, Gargaroth. Oh, opponent's playing Dredge. I wanted to try the Dredge deck. We'll have to try the Sultai Dredge deck next. I haven't played any games with that, but it sounds like it would be sweet. Yeah, the Ooze is probably going to be good. I think the Ooze is just, like, legitimately really strong. And we should probably be... It should probably see a lot of actual play in Standard. Alright, opponents doing their thing. Millin. Ugh. Oh, this is awkward. I wanted to do something way more explosive than this, but... I think just Ooze Eat Radical idea is probably the best plan. Scryland. This means we're... More temples. Alright, sure. Pass the turn. Can we switch Domri for new Rada? We could. That might be better. Possibly. It would be cool to try at least and see how good Rada is. Opponent. Secret Keeper. Mills us. Well, probably because we scried to the top. That's fine. Discovery. Oh, now our opponent's legitimately trying to mill us. Huh. What is going on? I haven't tried rogues yet. Do I think Grixis rogues are viable? Viable, like competitive? No. I think they're like fun-ish. But yeah, as far as being like competitive viable, I just don't think there's enough of them. If you want to try rogues, where I do think they are viable, as far as like being a legit like third tier deck or whatever, but still being somewhat viable, is in Modern. You can build a sweet rogue tribal deck, even a sweet budget rogue tribal deck in Modern. So I would probably look towards Modern and maybe Historic. I saw Una's Blackguard is part of Jumpstart reprints. Is there a Phoenix in the bin? Oh, there is now. Well, if our opponent starts casting spells, we have Ooze mana to exile it. Ooze is good. Like, if you can play Ooze, play Ooze. Because I think it eats Uros. It's just really good. Opponent trying to mill us. Well, unfortunately for our opponent, Gargaroth is coming, and it's going to have haste, and it is going to make our opponent very sad. Sure. I don't think they can actually mill us out. Mills us. Secret Keeper mills us. Well, we will eat the Phoenix. Gain a life. Grow the ooze. Yeah, we can wait. It's a little tougher on Arena with the triggers. Sometimes it's safer just to get it out of the way, but... Ooh, Bonder's Enclave. Well, play Enclave. Gargaroth. Haste it. Attack. Yeah, let's just draw. Another Rhythm. Eat a whatever. Grow the ooze. Play red polymorph, please. I've heard it's bugged. Has anyone heard about it being bugged? What is XIV? Yeah, Scooz is definitely key in this matchup, and is very good. Oh, that's right. I believe play M21. Opponent scoops it up. All right, on to the next deck. So we went 3-2 with this deck, and I will say it's probably still a little rough around the edges, a tiny bit, but isn't as flashy as Blue again. Here's my best performing day. I have not got to play a Liliana deck yet. I have wanted to give it a shot. That looks sweet, Halfwing. How was Silver Smote? Speaking of Silver Smote, let's try the Silver Smote deck. We just played Dredge. Let's give our own Dredge deck. Well, viewer submitted Dredge deck. Let's give that a shot. But before we do, a super duper quick reminder that our sponsor, as always, is the awesome Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards, you can get them at cardkingdom.com. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the stream. So last one, all about filling the graveyard. Little different than our opponent's deck, but basically aggressive self-mill in Sultai, trying to get back the Silver Smotes, trying to Creeping Chill people, Narcomoeba people, Demonic Embrace people. Let's give it a try. Let's just see what happens. Just full-on aggro self-mill. And if we get through all the decks, then maybe we do some more Blueganing at some point. We still have Bant Airy and Golgari Citadel after this one. So we still have plenty of decks to get through. And next week, we're back to Monday streams. We're through preview season, back to normal. So 3 streams, Monday afternoon stream, all that stuff. Yeah, the Ugin Historic deck is super sweet. We probably will have to do... So what do you think about the idea that Historic is the format we play most this summer? Ooh, wow. Dogging around. Does that idea excite you? Does it make you less likely to show up to streams? Do you not care? Because that's kind of what I'm thinking, is we're probably gonna do quite a bit of Historic-ing. Well, let's just Glow Spore. Mill some cards. We have another huge donation from yeah, we'll put the land on top, that's fine. And get the Narcomoeba, also fine. From Avatar of Laika Hua. $50 donation. Please leave this worthy cause where it belongs. Well, Avatar of Lycua, thank you so much for the donation. Oh, good to see you again. I mean, I assume. Is that your new name, Cheeks? Well, let's block. Do we kill Tajik or kill Robber? Robber is probably more obnoxious, right? Next turn. Actually, let's kill Tajik. Just kidding. Bonus exit. Glowspore. Mill some cards. Put Fabled Passage on top. Drain you. I mean, this is kind of working. Fabled Passage, go. Chip in for 1, I guess? I wish we could get this Silver Smote in the graveyard. Is there a way to discard from hand? You should totally build Veto for Commander Clash and play a deck with a bad Italian accent. Oh, that would be hilarious. I might have to, just for that. Vote it. Kind of funny we get to keep putting the land on top of our deck, so our opponent can't really do anything good with it. Block Tajik again. Opponent Zax, sure. Down to 17, down to 14. Narcomoeba. Alright, we'll crack this. Grab a swamp. Play. Oh my goodness, I'm so bad. Oh no. Well, that is just 100% on me. That was a punt. We should have been able to play two things, but I just totally played. That's definitely a punt. That is definitely me. We do not have new Teferi, although theoretically we could. Opponent attacks, triggers. Exiles a land. Block Tajik. Block Robber. Opponent can give it first strike. I think we're just going to lose to this. We're just going to lose to our opponent's selfless dogs, selfless saviors are totally wrecking us. Well, play. How do we beat this? Can we even beat this? We haven't milled much that's relevant. Well, shock ourselves. Play Skull Prophet. Silver Smoke. Yeah, we can't get Irwin to play, unfortunately. Opponent plays a land. Wow, this is incredibly janky, but it's kind of working. Yeah, we're losing. All right, down to 6. Temret calls the dead, mill some cards. It would be nice if we could just mill. Okay, we milled an Uro finally. Exile Glowspore. Oh, we don't even have the blue mana to get Uro back? Oh, that's awkward too. Narcomoeba. Well, this is very awkward. Pass the turn. Hey, see you, Betty. Thanks for hanging out. Have a wonderful evening. Opponent. Combat. Big attack. Grows Narcomoeba. Block and block. Actually, you know what? Block. We gotta kill something. Block. Defiant Strike. Draws a card. Well, mill ourselves. Oh, boy, a blue source would be spectacular. We drop to 2. Silver Smote. Mill. All of our blue sources. Exile Narcomoeba. I'll play Uro, draw a card. Oh, we needed the blue mana. Trigger. Glowspore Shaman. Put a... Ugh. Do we have our island still in our deck? I hope so. I think so. Is it exiled? It is. Huh. Well, I guess we gotta go breeding pool. Get an Archamoeba. Is Dredge now considered milling with the word change? Ooh. I would have to look on Magic Online. We get back to Silver Smotes. Our value's getting there. Is it getting there in time? Potent. Oh my god, another Robber of the Rich. It just keeps happening. We block. And we lose our blue source again. Oh no, we don't lose our blue source. That's good. Block, block, block. We stay at 5. We draw our blue source. Bottom, bottom. Breeding pool. Uro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gain some life draw. Maybe we're stabilizing. We might be stabilizing. Yeah, I don't think that Dredge would be errated, but maybe it would be. All right, past the turn. We got the 6/6. We're up to 8, and now we got an Uro. Are we going to win this after all that? Oh, Feather. Yeah, okay. Opponent. Gets in with the flyer. Hits us. Down to 5. We untap. I'll go to combat. Attack. Draw a card, gain some life. Go up to 8. Gingerbread! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Opponent takes it. Demonic Embrace. Silver Smoke. Discarding. Paying life. Discarding Silver Smoke. Ooh, Frontosi handing out a bunch of gift subs to Destructor. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Exile. So, it's worth keeping in mind with Silver Smoke. It comes back into play tapped. So if we sack it to draw a card and get it back, we can't block for it with it for 2 turns. So that's something to keep in mind. If we never need to block, then that's fine. But it does take 2 turns for us to actually get it back into play on tap so it can block. Oh, block, block, block. Not dead yet. Not dead yet. Mill some cards. Exile. Go to combat. Attack with Uro. Draw an Uro. Do not put the land into play. Hit our opponent. Down to 9. Wow, this has been crazy. Yeah, it's working. It is kind of working. What do we do now? Uro. Yes. Draw a card. Trigger, trigger. Buckaroos! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then Yeah, let's just get an untapped Uro. I think that's fine. 1, 2. Don't want to exhale Silver's modes. 3, 4, 5. So get the untapped Uro, go up to 11. Gain some more life. Get back our silver. I mean, this is actually pretty sweet. We got all these demonic embraces too, and get back our silver modes. And I think we win. I think we just ground this out for the win. I mean, so I think I think the upside of this deck is mostly that it should be difficult for like control decks to deal with stuff just keep coming back and coming back. On the other hand, I don't know if like dedicated aggro is our best matchup, but we got there then. I mean, Uro is in the deck, but our deck is built around M21 cards. Ghoul and Uro, they do work pretty well together. The game 3 theme is pretty interesting. Oh, that felt sweet. Yeah, if this deck doesn't function until Uro, well, I don't think it. I think that in most matchups, I don't think it actually matters. In that matchup, our opponent's playing cards that just are not commonly played and difficult for us to block. So I think it was more a product of the matchup that made Uro so important. Yeah, Temerate can technically bring it back. Creeping Chill also brings it back. Win a game without needing Uro. I mean, I feel like we played a single game with it, where our opponent was playing cards that don't see play. Can you update the deck list? I think it is up to date on the sheet. Creeping Chill is another form of life gain. Potentially Temerate Calls the Dead. Monorad. Gorging Vulture can also be too, depending on how things shake out. Let's just Skull Prophet. Pass the turn. We do have life gain that should be good against this. Boat it. If we keep drawing lands, we want to cycle the Triome, I think. So I think it's potentially worth holding on to. Our deck doesn't need that many lands. So I think it's potentially worth holding on to just because of that. Well, let's Glow Spore. On the other hand, if we... yeah, no land on top. On the other hand, since we don't need... since we haven't been flooding out, we can play the Triumph there. Another fun graveyard here, Carrion Grub with Titanith Rex. Yeah, someone sent me a Grub deck, and it's definitely a cool idea. I had not thought about Grub at all as far as being like a playable card. There's Crushy Crusher Tin. Yeah, it's just Gorging Vulture. Mill some cards. Get an Archamoeba, gain some life. Watery Grave, pass the turn. Where is the toggle to limited play modes? I can only play best of one. I'll show you next time we're on the main screen, but it's up in the top right-hand corner. There's a toggle to all play. M21 is legal in Modern now. You got to get the cards, so it might be a little challenging to actually find them because they just started going on the client as people start drafting today. But it is legal now. Well, we'll just chump. Okay. Well, I guess we Uro again. Maybe Uro is good. Yeah, I was trying as early as Tuesday. Hey, what's up, Lizards of the Ghost? How are you? I was trying all the way back on Tuesday to get Conspicuous Snoop to do the stream Tuesday, but I could not get it. Conspicuous Snoop is like the most expensive card in the set. All right, well, sure. Fable Passage, crack it. Are we just like a dirty Uro deck? Is that where we're at? 1, 2, 3. Well, Temret calls the dead. Mills of Guards. Exile Narcomoeba. Uro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're running out of graveyard fuel. Conspicuous Snoop is easily my favorite Seth pronunciation of M21. Yeah, I butchered that one. I butchered that one pretty good in several different ways. Yeah, we haven't been able to mill any of the gain 3 life stuff over. No Silver's Motes returning. Yeah, it actually does. Like, Uro just feels pretty solid because it keeps coming back. And we fill our graveyard, so we actually do maximize Uro a lot more than other decks. All right, 2 Bone Crushers. Well, guess what, opponent? Yeah, we'll take it. We have more Uros. If only we can mill some Silver Smotes. Light up the stage. Into a light up the stage. All right, opponent's going off. Mill some cards. Exile Skull Prophet. Uro. Gain some life. Demonic Embrace. Discard Silver Smote. No attacks past the turn. Game Bowl! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, conspicuous. Conspicuous. I swear there's a deck tag that will never be published. Like a first draft of a deck tag that is me, like, saying Conspicuous Snoop, and then, like, clicking and hearing like the Google pronunciation person saying conspicuous, and then me saying conspicuous, and then conspicuous. maybe I should actually edit that and publish it, because it'd probably be kind of funny. Oh, we've been jumping around, Loathe Veil Soup. We've been jumping around all over the place today. About it. Getting frisky. Stealing a Demonic Embrace. Actually, block here, block here. Scry away the land. Uro. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we gotta exile so much. We need more graveyard filling stuff. Let's. All right, let's just play Uro. Oh, I guess we gotta do it. Awkward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uro. Put a land into play. Demonic Embrace Uro. Discarding Silver Smote. No attacks. We're running out of graveyard juice, though. Conspicuous. 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 Hey, what's up, Tanos? How are you? Conspicuous. I'm saying that's how you typed it out, right? Bone Grocer Giant. We have a new donation. The donate command will take you there. New standard is not super different than old standard, but I've been having fun. Hopefully everyone's been having fun. We will block. If they top deck Embercleave, that's insanely brutal. Weird JoJo, $21.71. Just wanted to say I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Well, Weird JoJo, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for the donation. Very much appreciate it. Thank you, for your conspicuous donation. No Embercleave, not dead yet. Well, Temrat calls the dead. Mill some cards. Exile Temrat calls the dead. Get back in Narcomoeba. Get in with Uro. Put a land into play. Skull Prophet. Yeah, Uro again. Might as well. Draw a card, gain some life. Back up to 23. And I think we're getting there. Maybe the... Oh, Narcomoeba. Well, pass the turn. Can you kill his opponent? We got another conspicuous donation from... Ooh. Our evener? Heebs! $66.66. Double up the 666. Thank you so much. Definitely appreciate it. And Hyperlake, $5 donation. None of your pronunciations are wrong. No, your pronunciations are wrong. It's not conspicuous. It's conspicuous. Yeah, that's why it's conspicuous. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Hyperlake. I'm glad you came to my defense. Thank you so much for your donations to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. Up to, we were briefly, 666,666. And now we're up to 667,166. Wall of Chaos, how are you? I'm doing well. We're not playing any walls, but I'm doing well. We will block here. We're just going to chump. Chump. Yeah, we're just going to block it all. Actually, you should probably... Oh my goodness, we're going to time out. I mean, I think we could still die to an Embercleave, potentially, but... Alright, big block. Oh, we ended up not blocking Torbrand somehow. I'm blocking 2... Well, okay, whatever. We blocked 2 Satyrs. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Four, 8... Okay. That's still fine. As long as it's not a cleave, we're good. What am I getting yelled at for now? Hey Seth, have you... Yes, no cleave. All right. And remember me talking about Demonic Embrace and how I love that card. I think it's amazing. Are you coming around? Oh, now we don't even need it. After all that. After all that, we just mill the Creeping Chill and win that way. We don't even need it. Fair enough. Yeah, drain you. Gorging Vulture. And done. Dredge him up. This deck actually feels pretty competitive. I mean, we know Uro's good, but we're ranking up. Dredging them out. There's a difference between just Uro being good and your deck maximizing Uro, and this deck maximizes Uro. Neo Yasu! It actually does feel like it could be competitive, although, I will say, we haven't run into any graveyard hate. I wonder how much different, like, remember, Ooze just got reprinted. I wonder how much different it would feel if our opponent just had Scavenging Ooze. So that's kind of the issue. And I'm a big believer. Hey, Caesarus, thanks for hanging out. I'm a big Ooze believer. I'm going to keep telling people they should play Ooze because I think Ooze is really good. So far, the decks I've been building, if I have green mana, oozes at least in my sideboard and often in the main deck. Top modern cards. Well, there's a countdown coming on the YouTube shortly. We got another new donation. Man, we've raised so much money. Thank you so much, everyone, for NAACP Legal Defense Fund. Wingman J, $10 donation. Hey, Seth, I'm a new arena player on Mac. Yay! Is there going to be a list of budget starter decks for new Mac players sometime soon? Ooh, that's a good idea. So I will have to. So I will say, this weekend is Wingman J. This weekend, and thank you for the donation, is the 30 under 20 series. It's a series I do every set where it has 30 deck lists that are under $20. So it's kind of based on paper, but because $20 is like such a ridiculously low budget, it ends up being very budget friendly on Arena as well. They're more like casually based. Obviously, if you're playing like for, rares or mythics and $20 worth of cards, you're probably not going to hit mythic or whatever, but there's some like fun themes and some of the decks are like pretty sweet. So that might be a good starting point. And then Budget Magic is every Wednesday, or I'm sorry, that's against odds. Every Monday. Oh my goodness. I think I might hate Fervent Champion Tron almost as much as Literal Tron. How do you beat this? You just don't. It's actually the second time today that this exact draw has happened to me. Whereas turn 1 Fervent Champion, then 2 more Fervent Champions, and it's just like an accidental free win. There's just not anything you could do about it. It probably would actually win in Modern. And you can't even block it? It's just like so ridiculous. Because they all have First Strike. I mean, not saying that like Fervent Champion is broken or whatever, because it's unlikely that you're going to get this draw. Like that is pretty miraculous. What are the odds? I kind of want to calculate it, not out of saltiness, but just to know. We should actually look it up. What are your odds of having 3 of the same card in your opening hand? Does anyone know the math off the top of your head or want to guess at the math? So 3, assuming it's a 60 card deck, you're playing 4 copies of a card. How often will you have 3 copies of that card in your opening hand? 6.7? That actually sounds like a very exact guess. You're probably... Do you know this? Yeah, we're gonna calculate after we finish getting championed, and then we'll try another deck. Also, if you want to see even more decks tonight on the, it can't be 60. It can't be 69. 69.420. Oh, perfect wall. I took you seriously for a minute. Let's just die peacefully. Sure. I don't think we can get out of this. It's not like we have Massacre Girl or anything. Mill. Oh, Creeping Chill's good. We can Uro. Scoops for you. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But we untap. We draw another Narc Amoeba. We mill. Ooh, okay. This might actually be working-ish. Exile Uro. Exile Creeping Chill. We go up to 9. We mill ourselves. We play Overgrown Tomb. We Uro. Ugh. So brutal, but we gotta do it. Exiling a bunch of graveyard stuff, but if we don't, we die, so... Gingerbread! With a $5 donation. We probably still die, honestly. No attacks. Well, we're back up to 10. That was a good turn. That was a very good turn. That's what Uro does. New donation from Gingerbread. $5 donation. Hey, Seth, my commander playgroup is playing with commons and uncommons with a rare commander. Any suggestions on awesome mono black commander? Ooh. Awesome mono black commander for only commons and uncommons. I think, I'm at, wow, so many subs. Thank you for the donation. What is an awesome, yeah, Shirel's a good one. Gonti's fun, but I don't know how many card stealing stuff that you get at common and uncommon. King Makar probably has a lot of synergies at the lower rarity. That's what I'm trying to think of is like, there's a lot of sweet black commanders, but how many of them actually work if you're limited to commons and uncommons? The Gonti is fun though. That is definitely one of the sweeter mono black commanders. We have a ton of gift subs. Scoops for you. 10 gift subs going out to. Are we gonna win this because our opponent times out? Lil John MTG Penthouse Benwolf. AC 1212, Hackmage, Sam Powered, Jonas Rockwell, Parmeron, Paladin, John Carson Games, and Nice Roo. Thank you so much. Oh, we are going to win this because our opponent timed out. Thank you so much for all the gift subs, by the way, Scoops for you. And welcome to the Fishbowl, everyone. Big Scoops here for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We have not played Veto Citadel yet. You've made it at the right time. You have made it at the right time. That is coming up shortly. Oh, it's like 0.61%? Okay. So 1 in every 200 games, roughly? A little bit less than that, or more frequently than that. Okay. So getting hit by it twice in the same day, I definitely didn't play 200 games. So we're unlucky. Unlucky today. But we're going to win because our opponent stopped playing for some reason. How can you get the 1 in 200 draw and then it's probably just Arena being Arena today and giving all kinds of issues. Bottom. We will play Gorging Vulture. Mill some cards. We will go to combat. Get in with Uro. Put a land into play. Hit our opponent. Glowspore Shaman. I mean, we could still get cleaved if our opponent returns. Yeah, we don't need a land. Get back Silver Smoke. Pass the turn. This deck's actually pretty good. We played Blugan first, and we even built a historic build, which was super sweet. Yeah, this is like Sultai Standard Dredge, essentially. And it's felt surprisingly competitive. The Blugan deck's definitely fun, too. That one is super. I think it still needs a little brewing around the edges, but the idea is sweet. And we got an insane blowout with Sublime Epiphany. That card is just, oh, it's such a blowout. I don't know. Mystical Dispute is definitely a concern. I almost wonder if Mystical Dispute is like, I don't know. I don't know about Mystical Dispute. Mostly because I want to resolve Sublime Epiphany. Blugan is like a mono blue artifact Ugin ramp deck. This is Cardboard Live, and it is spectacular. It is so good. So shout out to Cardboard Live. All right. Well, let's move on. We've played 3 of our decks. That one was our best record. We've been floating around like 50-50, but we actually just went 3-0 with that deck. So if you want to grind something different on the ladder, maybe that's actually like a legit option. For some reason, I have the ability to change my Mastery Dog Pet to any of the morphs. Just tap the bone. Ooh. Oh, I don't have enough gems for the Mastery. I didn't buy it. Why is the store tab on? Should I buy the Mastery this time? I had bought it every one except for Ikoria because they dropped the value, and I thought it wasn't worth it because they reduced the gems. But maybe it still... Oh, no, I should not have clicked on the store. But maybe it still is worth it. But I don't have the gems at the moment. Well, that's for a future time. Let's play some more Magic. Get through the rest of the games. This time it's 1,200 gems. That's a little better, right? Look at Ugin. Hey, what's up, Doug of Myth? So, all right, let's try the Citadel deck. This is another one where when we go off, it's really spectacular. We got Life Gain. We got Veto. We can play through a ton of our deck by playing lands with Azusas and Dryads. And that's the plan. That's what we're doing. That's what we're all in on. So let's give it a shot. We'll play a cat dog deck, I'm sure, at some point. That one might need a little bit of work. That one, I want it to be sweet. I wish there were more cats and dogs in Standard. That is kind of the pinch. That one should be good for Commander. I feel like the only passes are worth it if you're trying to complete older sets. I think the other reason I'm not, like, super in love with the path, with the Mastery Pass is I don't really put a high value on cosmetics. I actually kind of actively dislike the normal cosmetics. I love, like, the storybook style cards. Like, those promos I love. And, like, old lands I love. But I actually don't especially like just the normal... Yeah, let's just scry. I actually don't just like the normal promos. I think the normal promos are pretty boring. So that takes away a little bit more of my enthusiasm, because that's a big part of the value. This master, you don't get packs that will rotate as well. That's actually another aspect of it, is I buy so many packs when the set comes out so we can, like, stream. Come on now, claim the firstborn. I buy so many packs when the set comes out so we can stream or whatever, that I usually have full sets of the old ones, so the old packs just give me gems. So I think I'm in, like, a weird, like, semi-unique situation compared to most people as far as my relationship to the Mastery Pass. The draft token is nice, for sure. And like I said, I have done everyone except for... I had done every Mastery Pass except for Ikoria, and I might get it again for Core Set 2020. Opponent. They can attack, but it would take both of their creature. Ooh, Grazer. Alright, well, Grazer. Give us some more blocking. So, we're getting to the point where we need the Citadel. That is the last piece of the puzzle. Radiant Fountain. Drain you with Veto. Combo. Kind of. Take two. Veto and off. Pass the turn. Next turn we can Dread Presence and see what happens. Taunos with the gifts up to Dr. Goldhead. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, this deck has like 28 lands. If there was ever a deck that's a Grazer deck, it is this deck. This is all about putting extra lands into play, and it's also a combo piece to some extent once we have Citadel going, so... Boated. Passes. Gilded Goose. Well, Dread Presence. Play Dread Presence. Crack this. Get a Swamp. Draw a card. Try to find our Citadel. That's what we need. Get a Swamp. Draw a card, lose a life. Oh my goodness. Okay, new plan. New plan! Combo kill. Oh man. Our opponent's gonna have to kill Dread Presence, and we're gonna get the Plain White Celebration combo kill. Metame, and I'm Toa. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so... Oh, well, maybe they wrath our board. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Opponent. Going face? I do not know if our opponent knows what danger and potential disaster may be awaiting. Another oven, out of cards. All right. Do we get to pull it off, opponent? Well, crack the food. Opponent just hits our face. Drain you. I guess we're technically a land short, aren't we? Alright. Bond of Flourishing. Take a Swamp. Drain you. Swamp. Draw a card. Oh, there it is for next turn. Gilded Goose. Okay. Well, we'll pass the turn. We found the Citadel. We got the mana. Oh, wait, what are we getting punted for? Oh, the Grazer challenge still has to come at some point. We had a spoiler season kind of slowed everything down. Yeah, I really am excited for the Citadel. And we know our opponent doesn't have an answer. Well, Citadel. Here we go. Here we go. Let's do some things. Okay. Gonna kill the veto. Sure. I mean, this is fine. We'll just play through our deck, hopefully. We don't have any extra land drops yet. You could have played the good instead of cracking food and have 7 mana. Oh, I see. Yeah. I guess that's kind of true. I don't know if we would have cast it anyway because they could kill Veto in respots. That's kind of the issue with them having Mayhem Devil out is I'm not sure if we would have actually went for it either way. Well, all right, there's a Citadel. We're at 23. That's a lot of life. Our Dread Presence is going to live. Dread Presence. Fabled Passage. Crack it. Well, I guess this lets our opponent kill a Dread Presence if they sack all their food. But opponents sack their entire board to do this. Yeah, okay, so opponent sacking everything. They're just throwing it all away, desperately trying to stay alive. But we get a swamp. Top of our deck is a land, so we will draw it. Disappointing. All right, well, I guess we try again next turn. Pass the turn. Opponent's got nothing going on, so we should be fine. This is why... Wow, opponent's throwing all the witches ovens. This is why we really want our extra land drop effects. That's the whole combo of the deck. Well, let's crack the food. Actually, no. Let's not. All right, untap. Oh! So awkward. So awkward. Next turn. Next turn, next turn. Well, we will gain life, gain life. Return permanent. Gain life. Get back the Dread Presence. Okay, we'll run it back next turn. We're fizzling like crazy, but this is not nearly as explosive as it's supposed to be. But next turn, next turn. I'm going to say that every turn until it happens. I think Shatter's Incinerator is probably insane in non-standard formats. Not sure how insane it is. Like, I think it's one of my top cards for Modern and Pioneer. Like, literally one of the best cards from the set. Standard, though, I think is a little bit harder. All right, opponent gets their dorks back. Fighting the good fight. Goes attacking. Sure. Well, I guess our opponent's going to be able to shoot down our board again. Sooner or later, we're going to stop fizzling land-wise, though. There's an Azusa. All right, so play Azusa. Play Forest. Play Dryad. Play Plane-wide Celebration. Gain a bit of life. Bond of Flourishing. Now we're going. Now we're doing something. Take Dryad. Play Temple. Hit our opponent. Gain some life. Okay, now we're going. Now we're going. This is what we want. Yeah, thankfully our opponent didn't draw cats, or we'd be super dead. Bond of Flourishing's fine. Play Bond of Flourishing. There's Veto. Veto. Swamp. Play the land. Drain you for 4. Okay, opponent's going to try to stop the loop. They are going to stop the loop. Ooh, opponent. What? They're going after Azusa? Okay, sure. Azusa and Veto. Yeah. I mean, we will win this. Opponent's fighting the good fight, but we are going to win this game. There is almost no doubt about it. So opponent kills the Azusa. Did not kill the Veto. I don't play Dread Presence. Opponent sacks. All right, opponent, they're done. They can't just keep sacking their board and hoping to top deck their way out of it. Sure. I mean, we can sack the food for a bit of damage, but I don't think it's worth using our mana. So we get another Dread Presence. Arboreal Grazer. Puts Jungle Hollow into play. We will draw the land, drain our opponent. Dread Presence. There's Pulse Marasa. That is also good. Pulse Marasa. Get back Veto. Oh, we can't play any more lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So maybe we just wait. Play Dryad. And yeah, we'll just pass. We'll just win next turn. That was a good turn though. We played through a huge chunk of our deck. We didn't quite get the combo because our opponent could keep shooting down our board, so we couldn't go all the way. But I mean, that was still a really good turn. Yeah, Field of the Dead would be pretty obnoxious. Next turn, if we play Veto with our opponent mostly tapped out, then it's over. Then it's over, over. We have another new donation from Strictly Jess. Thank you so much, Strictly Jess. $3.34. Thank you. That is spectacular for the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. Yeah, deck is definitely sweet. And now we should have the full-on win the game combo. Veto. Aw, opponent doesn't want to see themselves die. Well, you get the idea of how the deck is going. Like, that is the main idea of the deck, is to do that and play a ton of lands and win the game eventually with our land drops. I mean, Veto is mostly just a finisher. As we gain life, it just drains our opponent out of the game. Did you not kill the devils so they wouldn't scoop? I mean, I didn't feel like we really needed to. And if we did kill it, then they would definitely scoop. But I want to play as much of the deck as possible. What happened to streaming the preview as you've done the other times you've been around? I kept looking for the stream yesterday, but never saw it. Hubbard, there was a Twitch blackout yesterday, which is why we didn't do a stream. I talked about it on Tuesday's stream and talked about it on Twitter, but I'm sorry you were where you're looking for it. But this is our preview stream tonight, so yeah, that's why there was not a stream. The good news is I did record a bunch of stuff, so on the YouTube tonight there will be. Oh, my apologies, Hubba the Great. I should have made sure there was something on Twitch that was making that clear, rather than just trusting in people who've seen it. Anybody's not playing M21 Limited tonight, so unlikely that we'll be playing Limited tonight. Actually, definitely not playing Limited tonight. But in the future, at some point, I'm definitely down for doing some Limited if you want to. Hey, what's up, Jake Jesus? Good to see ya. Well, no, I should have, yeah, no. I think not streaming was the right thing, but I should have, had something more clearly on the Twitch page for people that stop by tomorrow, because I mentioned it during the stream on Tuesday and talked about it on Twitter and tweeted about it, but I probably should have like changed the stream title to something, so if people didn't catch any of that, they would know why the stream wasn't going. That I think was what I could have done better, just so people knew what was going on. Well, all right, run out our stuff, and plus we get to preview stream today. So, yeah, this is a kind of a adapted version of the Deck Tech deck. Very similar. Definitely, that's what made me think about this deck. Made some changes to it, but same basic idea. Played White Celebration. That is very Limited-esque. Yeah, the deck definitely does some sweet stuff. The turns when we get Bolas and Citadel going with extra land drops are just spectacular. Please tell me you're recording when you lost to Merchant completing the Shrine Trod. Ooh, I think I might have been. Although I don't know if I'll have to look and see if I still have the video. That was I was playing this like double vision ramp deck, and it just was not very good. So I didn't record any more matches with it. That was just like the one match I did with it. So I don't know if I actually still have the video around or not, because I decided I wasn't going to do anything with the footage of that deck after testing it. Like, I play lots of not good decks. Like, decks being not good, that's fine with me. But this one was, like, just not especially enjoyable for me. We didn't have any card draw. So it was just, like, cultivate, like, do nothing while you assemble your shrines. So I missed as much as I dislike the amount of oh my god, that's Citadel. All right, opponent. Well, next turn's party time. You better do something good, cycling. We even have an extra land drop and that Dread Presence. Oh, we're close. Montague, welcome to the Fishbowl. Cycle away. Thank you for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Well, how far can we go? How far can we go with the Citadel? Ooh, wish that was on the top of our deck. Bolas the Citadel. Uh-huh. Alright, we'll do it the hard way. Bolas the Citadel. Spend that life. That's an unfortunate first card to have on the top of our deck. See, this is why I don't feel bad about Grazer in this deck, is it's actually a combo piece. We play it off the top of our deck, and put a land in play from hand, trigger Dread Presence, draw a card, doesn't count as one of our land drops for the turn. Alright, Grazer. Put a Forest into play. Draw a card. Temple of Malady. Kill Rescuer. Veto on top. Veto. Alright. Grazer. Put a land into play. Drain you for 4. Can we get the full combo kill? Can we get the full combo kill? Hit you. Hit you. Leave Grazer on top, because why not? Grazer. No. Fabled Passage. Draw a card. Get the Jungle Hollow out of the way. Dread Presence. Oh, another one! Another one! Dread Presence. Crack this. Woo! Get a Swamp. Drain you. Drain you. Kill you. Opponent. This is a plan. Opponent down to 12, down to 10, down to 8, down to 6. Dread Presence. Yes! Azusa, that's what we needed. Azusa. Oh my god, and Played White Celebration. Played White Celebration. Gain 16. Combo! Combo kill! Oh, yeah, stack him up, drain him out. And that's the idea of the deck, is hopefully being able to win on the turn the Citadel comes into play, to get around all the Elspeth Conquers Death, and that's how you do it. Just like keep going, drawing with Dread Presence, drawing, finding extra lands, so you play more lands, so you trigger Dread Presence more. Eventually you find the veto, and we could have even sacked our board for 10 more to Bolus the Citadel if we wanted to, but whew. Yeah, it does some really spectacular things. Like, it has some... Yeah, I don't know why it... I guess it triggers 4 times or something. Like, it is a little weird that it's 4 separate times, but I feel like 1,000-Year Storm Citadel could be fun, too. Yeah, technically we're 2-0. I mean, I don't think this deck is, like, broken, because we are really dependent on the combos and Citadels. Our backup plan's not super good. So if our opponent, for example, can just, like, counter our Citadel, then our deck looks a lot worse. But boy, the combos are spectacular. And this is where I like Azusa. I know I'm gonna do a I don't know if Grim Tutor's worth it or not, honestly. Ugh. On a scale of 1 to Einstein, how much of a genius do you consider yourself? Genius? I don't know, 2 or something? Like, I mean, what's the opposite of a genius? Like, someone who's a complete idiot? I guess I'm more of a, like, yeah, somewhere in that range. I mean, I don't think I'm a genius. I think I'm, like, relatively intelligent, I think, and hopefully nice, but as far as, like, brewing decks in specific, oh, well, okay. As far as, like, brewing decks in specific, probably a little higher than 1. I don't know if I would be comfortable scoring myself anywhere in the Einstein range. A genius with a J? Yeah, we should have saved the swamp. I was not focusing on the game, but on the chat. Opponent, so many cycling cards. What is this? Like, Flash? Uro. they're probably just ramping into Ugin. Like everyone. Oh, play a land, play Dread Presence. Go attacking. Hit our opponent. Down to 20. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So Standard didn't change, but it does have a new set. We haven't had rotation yet. That doesn't come until the September set. But, oh, boy, this deck. I think this is the deck I like playing against least in Standard, honestly. Even like the Bant Ramp decks, which are really strong, at least they're like kind of an interactive game. I just, new donation from Verity Black, $20. Hey Seth, I've been working on a blue-black flyers list for a Pioneer that uses 4 Spike Flyers, Sea-Dasher Octopus with Nightmare Shepherd. Any thoughts on what cards I should consider while I brew? Ooh, what do we do here? So opponent's gonna be able to get back Uro. We can put it back in their hand. I'll play the Swamp Draw card. So blue-black flyers, I think you're definitely going to need, like, Thoughtseize style effects, probably. So the hard thing about playing a deck like this... Ooh, Dogamith handing out gift subs. Thank you again for the donation. Gift subs handing out from Dogamith to Changeling 447. Goddard Hazard and TQ. Welcome y'all to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. So the main thing about Pioneer and building decks in Pioneer is being aware of the combo decks at the top of the meta. So I think that being prepared for Dimir Inverter, Lotus Field combo, and to a lesser extent like Mono White Heliod, those are basically the main hoops to jump through. So I think that some sort of like Thoughtseize or discard plan could be good. Counter spells can be relatively effective, especially counter spells backed by the 4 Spike Flyers. So maybe I actually like the new... Oh, what is it? Lofty something? The new counter spell from Corset 2021, actually, where it's a 4 Spike and then it's a better mana leak if you have a flyer. So I think that would be the main thing. Just make sure you have interaction for the combo decks. That's what I have found about Pioneer. Unless you're going to be just like super kill your opponent on like turn 3 to turn 4 aggressive, then I think you got to focus on Lofty Denial. Thank you, Lightning Bolt. Then I think you got to focus on kind of the tempo plan, where you're not going to probably win by turn 4 with 4 Spike Flyers, but maybe you can win by like turn 6 and keep your opponent at bay for a couple of turns with the 4 Spike Flyers, a little bit of interaction, and kind of get the like fairy style tempo win. Yeah, me too, honestly. I think that's part of why I've been enjoying Historic so much, honestly, is Theros Beyond Death just was not great for Pioneer, really. Did I ever play Callblade in Standard? Yeah, I played Callblade in Standard. I mean, so that was what? So back in Zendikar era, that was definitely back before I was doing content and stuff. I don't think I'm trying to remember. I know I played it, and just everyone played it. Mostly on Magic Online. I never owned it in paper, but on Magic Online. I'm trying to think if that was like my main deck. So this was before... Wow, opponent's just passing? Interesting. Scryland. Well, play the Scryland. Boy, so close to the combo kill. So this was back before there were load programs and stuff, so I definitely played it. I'm trying to think of what else I played. Do I play Piper Magic at all? Not much. Jelly Rail and VoxJet, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I have some Commander decks. I have a modern deck, Mono Red Prison, but I don't really play. I live kind of like in the middle of nowhere in upstate New York, so I don't have like... great local game stores. The one that I used to go to a long time ago is like closed and moved on. The people I used to play with have mostly moved on. So I don't really play much in paper outside of like going to a Magic Fest and playing with fans, or even like playing random stuff at a Magic Fest. So that is most of my paper play, but like 99% of my Magic play is on Arena or Magic Online. That is almost all of it. Why don't you move to like Syracuse? I mean, I could, but I kind of like living in the middle of nowhere. There's upsides and downsides, certainly. Like, there are things I like about not living in the city. I think if I was going to move to a city, like the main reason I stay in upstate New York is just family is around here, and like, I don't know, my parents and grandparents are getting older and still around, and being able to, or my mom in specific, and grandparents, but being able to like help them and so forth, I feel like that's kind of important at this point in their lives. So that is the main reason that I stick around upstate New York. I would definitely I would probably just move to Colorado, honestly. I lived in Colorado for a while, and I really like Colorado. So if I was going to move out of here, or I know, like, Tano's always tries to convince me to go out, to go out west, and I could see that as well, like going out to like Seattle or somewhere in the Northwest. But I really like Colorado. Colorado has, ooh, that's unfortunate timing. Colorado has the kind of like middle of nowhere feeling in the mountains, but also Denver's like a really cool big city. So I think you kind of get it all there. In upstate New York, you get no cool city stuff, but you definitely get the middle of nowhere aspect. I lived right in Denver. Geez, wow, this was so long ago. I'm trying to think of the actual name of the street, but within walking distance of like 16th Street. So I lived right in Denver for a while, and then I had a job in Parker, which is like south of the city, like southern, heading down towards like Colorado Springs or whatever. So yeah, Parker's like super nice. Or like, I don't know about nice, but it's like very like a upscale-y, suburb-y area. At least that's how it was forever ago when I was there. Well, alright. I guess we're going to try this again. Tutor. For... I mean, we just want to stick a Citadel. Opponents should not be so hard. Pass the turn. Can we stick a Citadel one time? Opponent, let us combo kill you. Don't worry about it. Vote it. I worked for a company headquartered in Centennial, somewhere in southern Colorado, in South Denver. Yeah, I think Centennial is even past Parker, right? If I'm remembering it correctly. Like, Parker is like a suburb to what, the southeast of Denver? And then Centennial is like further down the highway. I mean, upstate New York isn't as bad as it might seem. There are definitely, please don't counter this. Well, I'm kind of, in some ways I'm glad this is happening, because I mentioned that as sweet as the deck looks, this is the downside of the deck, which is we're really based on resolving that Citadel. And if our opponent can just like counter the Citadel, things can go really bad, and our board ends up looking like this. So, ooh, first new Teferi we've seen. Almost went through our entire first stream without seeing the most hype card from the set. No, I'm more like Western Finger Lakes. Yeah, Western Finger Lakes. Not like up in the Adirondacks or anything. Not that remote. Like on the Canadian border in the Adirondacks. Not like that. But all of upstate New York is like fairly fairly rural. Well, pass the turn. This isn't looking good, though. I think this is one that we lose. Yeah, I know the feeling. This deck is very much built to maximize the Citadel combo. That is our primary plan. To find Citadel and to have Citadel be lethal the turn it comes into play, or as close to that as possible. But, well, those are two cards we didn't want to draw. But these hardcore control counterspell matchups with Planeswalker backups, those are not where we wanna be. Now we have so many dead draws. Literal. Well, not quite. Dread draws. Dread presence. Dead draws and dead draws. So the funny thing about Reed Duke, and the funny thing about non-New Yorkers when they think of upstate New York City people refer to upstate New York like, I don't know, Westchester or whatever, like a little bit outside of New York City is like upstate New York if you're from the city. Upstate New York, for me, if you're from upstate, is like, it takes me like 4 hours to, like, probably 3.5 hours to probably 3.5 hours-ish to get to New York City. So, like, yeah. So I'm, like, literally, like, upstate. I know New York City thinks upstate. So, no, I'm, like, 3 hours away or something from Reed Duke. So we're not actually, like, all that close to each other. If you live in a small state, it's like me on the other side of the state. New York is, like, oddly long, actually. It's actually like a long ways from Western New York down to New York City, to the point where there's actually like some amount of debate, especially so upstate New York, where I live in, like Western New York. It's actually very quite a like conservative area for the most part, and there's actually like a legitimate debate around here from people that would like upstate New York to be their own state and like split off and have New York City be a state. I think it's mostly based on people not understanding the benefits of New York City, because there's a lot of people that like complain about the taxes being high, but not realizing that it's actually New York City that actually provides a lot of money to upstate. It comes from the New York City economy. So, but really, what I was trying to get at is, it's very different in Western New York than New York City. If you live in like California or Texas or some other state and you hear New York, your immediate assumption is New York City. And that makes sense because New York City is really famous. But upstate New York is actually extremely different culturally and politically and basically in every way compared to New York City. Opponent loses with Teferi. I'm not exactly sure why we're playing out this game. I think there's like 0% chance that we can actually win this.
My defense had an imperfection.
So our chance of winning, we have, so basically we're going to wait. If they mill Bolas' Citadel, then we will probably concede. We have one more Citadel. We can stick it out just because if we happen to draw it and resolve it, then we got a shot. Teferi, doing Teferi things. Odds of our opponent having a counter are very high, though. I mean, I guess that's true for every state. I think in New York it's a little bit worse because the city is actually named New York and the state's named New York. So at least if you live in LA, you can say, oh, I'm from LA, and be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But if you say, oh, I'm from New York, people just automatically assume that means New York City, which isn't. I mean, that's probably what I would assume if I wasn't from Western New York too. But I think the double name thing makes it even more, kind of reinforces that idea to some extent. What do you think of Griswold the Death Sower as a commander? I actually really love Griswold. I think Griswold Yeah, all right. Let's concede so we can get in another game or two before the stream ends. Like maybe there's some small percent chance, but this deck's sweet. Wait, what was it? Oh, Griswold. I think Griswold is actually, it might be my favorite commander from that series. I think the way it builds, like the kind of group slug style, is pretty unique. So I actually really like Griswold. I actually built a Griswold deck, I believe for Commander Clash, if I'm remembering right. And I think it was actually a pretty sweet one. All right, let's do a couple games with Bant Airy. That was our last deck, and then we would have actually got to play not only every deck, but also Historic Tron, Historic Bluegan. So this might be, in some ways, I know, it's got Teferi, it's got Uro, but the idea of this deck's a little bit different. Yes, we're Bant, but we're not Bant Ramp, we're Bant Griffin Airy. Griffin Airy, enchantment, 2 mana, at beginning on step, if you gain at least 3 life, you make it 2/2. So we have a ton of things. Charming Prince, Bond of Flourishing, Uros, Elite Guard Mages, Tolsimers, they gain us at least 3 life. Spark Double can copy them. Thassa can blink them. And that's the plan. Like, make a bunch of Griffin. We're like Griffin Tribal, essentially. Yeah, the Dredge deck was really sweet. I think, so, well, we can talk about it after we do a couple matches with this deck at the end of the stream. But, I don't know. What's your impression of the decks we've played tonight? And discounting Bant Airy because we haven't seen it. Which deck would you say is the most competitive? Or I think for me, I think the Bluegan deck in Historic felt good, but the sample size was small. Out of the standard decks, the Bluegan deck I think is pretty sweet. The Dredge deck felt like legitimately powerful though. Yeah, being able to get in another color to also have Silver Smoke, oh, Gray Merchant, could be interesting. Maybe the mana could work. I know, it's got Uro and Teferi, but it's different-ish. That's one thing I really struggle with. Like, that's something I legitimately struggle with when it comes to building decks like this. And, do you leave out Uro and Teferi because they're so heavily played? Does that make... Because the rest of the deck, I think Griffin Airy, Charming Prince, Thassas, Tolsimers, I think that's a different deck. It's not like... something no one's ever seen those cards before or something, but I think that shell is different. It's like a Bant Blink shell. But I really wonder, do you leave out good cards specifically to avoid them because they're good cards? Or is it okay to, like, I feel like Uro in specific, like, our deck's built around gaining 3 life. Uro gains us 3 life. We're not really built around filling our graveyard. It's just a way to trigger our namesake card. But as we draw Uro and Teferi in a row, well, let's start the fun. Uro, game 3, Griffin us, Magic Gods. Okay, Growth Spiral, sure. Do you think that the mana can support Baron over Teferi? Yeah. I think the mana can support it. I think... with so much Wilderness Reclamation running around, I think that, yeah. I think that Teferi is actually pretty important to have any shot of actually beating Wilderness Reclamation. Sad to say. But that's more of an issue with Wilderness Reclamation being a problem than about Baron. What is the list for the Dredge deck? The Dredge deck is, I think it's called Sultai Dredge on the dock. I'm afraid Standard will become like Pioneer currently. I do feel like things have shifted in that direction. I was actually thinking today, just looking over the Standard metagame, and maybe I'm off base here, but I need to actually do some research on this and write an article or do a video on it, because I think it would actually be really interesting. But I was actually pretty shocked at just how little interaction most decks are playing. Like, if you look through... Here, let's do this game first, and then we can talk about it. Because I think it's actually very interesting. Let's just Hallowed Fountain untapped. Elite Guard Mage. Gain some life. Take up to Fairy.
I've got
Go attacking. Griffin. Number 2 for free. It's like the White Bitter Blossom. Better Bitter Blossom. That's kind of fun to say too. Yes, I know. I know. We have a Teferi. I think that it's other people's faults for playing Wilderness Reclamation 40% of the time or whatever. I would love to play Baron because Baron's spicy, but if everyone on Arena is going to play Wilderness Reclamation, like, what do you do? That's one of the cards in our deck that can actually stop Wilderness Reclamation or sort of interact with it. We might regret not just copying it. All right, so opponent rests the board. Untaps. Well,
Let's
take up. Take up.
I've got time.
Opponent. Wilderness Reclamation. Better Bitter Blossom. Better Bitter Blossom. Better Bitter Blossom. Better Bitter Blossom. That's an easy one. So has anyone tried Transmogrify? Someone sent me a tweet saying Transmogrify is actually bugged on Arena. I wish you were drawing lands. Well, Bond to Flourishing. Get a land. Play a land. Uro. Take up to Fairy. Make a Griffin. So next turn we get rid of Wilderness Reclamation eventually, finally. Uro for our opponent. It's interesting that Spark Double hasn't been used much in Super Friends. I mean, I think the downside is, from a more spiky perspective, is it doesn't do anything if you don't have anything on the battlefield. So there is a risk. You need to have a lot of stuff to copy to make that risk acceptable, I think. Uro again. Yeah, I think the Griswold deck looks sweet. I think that's, from what I remember, kinda... I think my build was based around giving opponents tokens and then killing them. So I think you're kinda, with some updates that when I played it weren't around, like a Species Specialist, I think you're kinda heading the same direction that I was. Caravac's another cool addition. Yeah, I think it looks sweet. Opponent grows spirals. Opponent's back up to 18. Yeah, Wilderness Wreck. Wizard just has to not print... Hey, see you, Swing for Zero. Have a great stream. Wizard just needs to stop printing cheap mana doublers, and also probably potentially 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stop printing cheap mana doublers, and probably tone back the ramp a little bit. I think those are probably the two easiest things Wizards can do to improve Standard. How many mana would you make if you had 5 Nisses on the battlefield? So if you had 5 Nisses on the battlefield, so I think it would just be 6. I don't think Nissa, the ways Nissa's worded, I don't think the effects stack at all. So I think it would basically be the same. You just get +1 for every Nissa that you would have. Uro, returns. Yeah. Puts a land into play. Untaps. Well, we will play a land. Play Charming Prince. Gain 3 life. Yarion. Blink, blink. Bouncero. Mega Griffin. Get back Elspeth Conquers Death. Blinkyarion. Get rid of the Wilderness Reclamation. Your go, opponent. Yeah, I mean, remember, we are at the end of Standard. This is the last set before rotation. It's probably ambitious to expect Core Set 2021 to make a new format. I think what I'm hoping for, outside of maybe like Wilderness Reckoning Man or whatever, is mostly that Core Set 2021 will give us some new stuff to do with Standard over the summer, and then I'm really like hoping and praying that once we get rotation, that things will that things will be more or less where we're hoping they will be. I'll go to combat, attack you. Bond of Flourishing. Tap land. Teferi, take it up.
Oh, I've done
Thassa.
this thing before.
Scryland. Land to the bottom. Griffin. Blinkyarion. Exile. Alright, I mean, maybe we're taking out Deeper Wreck. Haven't been following Arena lately. Is Jumpstart coming to Arena? It is in July, and it is going to be sweet for Historic. That's the biggest reason. An opponent scoops it up, and taking down Deeper Wreck, that was pretty good. Yeah, that is one of the big reasons I'm so hyped for Historic. I think Historic is going to be spectacular. But yeah, those cards are going to be legal in Historic and on Arena. So anyway, the thing I was saying is I was kind of shocked at just how little interaction decks play. Someone had mentioned how they hope Standard doesn't turn into like Pioneer, where it's kind of just combos, or Modern, where it's kind of just combos bashing into each other. Pork, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. And really, like, yes, I know we do have Team of Reclamation that has some amount of interaction. It's got Ether Gust, it's got Mystical Dispute, so it's got counter spells, but really that is to protect their combo, essentially. Like, that is kind of the main goal, is to force through their combo pieces. But it's certainly not a control deck. You're not seeing any removal spells or anything in the main deck. Ban Ramp, kind of the same way. You get some Ether Gust, you get a couple of Wraths, but really you're just, like, playing big things and smashing with big things. And even, like, the other, like, Mono Red, a couple of shocks, but really you're goldfishing into your aggro kill. You're not killing your opponent's creatures or whatever. You're just attacking. Sultai Ramp, that is kind of the more, like, controlling deck. This one does have a bunch of interaction, so that's kind of an exception. But I felt like Standard is much less interactive than it has been in the past, which I think is like, you have these combo decks like Team Iraq at the top of the meta, and that pushes all the other decks to try to beat Team Iraq to just be, like, super aggressive, because I think decks have kind of decided that between Team Iraq and also Teferi decks shutting down interaction, if you're playing an aggro deck, you don't try to interact. You just try to, like, attack, and win, because Teferi hoses some stuff, Team Iraq hoses other stuff. So we'll see. Like, maybe we get rotation this fall, and maybe just Team Iraq going away, Reclamation itself going away, along with Growth Spiral is a bonus, along with Teferi rotating, and the other, like, stacks Planeswalkers for more of this bark. Maybe that goes a long way towards making the format way better. Although our experience tonight was not bad. I do think that the ramp needs to be tuned down, but maybe it will be fixed, at least to some extent, or greatly improved when we have rotation. Ravnica Block always has good mana. But I think that brings us to the end of our preview stream. So what did we learn tonight? We played 5 decks, sort of 6 decks. So Bluegan is super sweet. I think this deck's really enjoyable. It was fun in Standard, and I think it's fairly competitive. Sublime Epiphany, when it resolves, it is bonkers. The historic build was insane, like super insane. This is one we will definitely play more. Historic, like colorless Tron, because I think that deck actually has a lot of potential, and it's spicy and historic. The other decks, I think the most competitive was probably Sultide Reg. This deck, we'll see how it lines up against having scavenging uses and so forth, but it felt really good if our opponent didn't have Graveyard Hate. Very able to grind and eventually get the game. And then the Citadel deck. This is just, I have a soft spot for this deck. The combos are super sweet. Yes, if our opponent just like counters our Citadel, our deck does nothing. But when we resolve the Citadel, the combos are absolutely insane. So, oh, I'm slipping off the camera. You're right. On that note, everyone, though, I believe that brings us to the end for tonight. So that's our first look at Core Set 2021 Standard. I know, a day later than normal, but we did get there. So, reminders. Big one, Monday streams back next week. So Monday afternoon, 2 Eastern, Tuesday and Thursday, 3 streams planned next week, playing historic, new modern cards, all Core Set 2021 stuff. In the meantime, if you want to see this stream again or other old streams, you can see them on the replay YouTube and on the normal YouTube. Some sweet standard matches from yesterday going up tonight, along with last Commander Clash tomorrow of the guest season and tons of other stuff. So keep an eye out for that. One more reminder. Conspicuous reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some Magic the Gathering cards, you can get them all over at cardkingdom.com. They got Core Set 2021 up for pre-sale now, so you can snag them there and get anything else you need as well. So thank you so much to Card Kingdom for supporting the stream. We're also, donation-wise, for the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, $6,710, which is amazing. Thank you so much, everyone, for the huge donations for a really awesome cause. But on that note, everyone, I think we're done for tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out. Y'all are awesome. I love you. Have a great evening. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday for some worms, Worm King. I'll see you on Monday. So until then, have a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon.